Hello. hello. Let's just dive in. Ooh, oh, look at that. I got some gatherer scripts. Yeah, that's cool. Today, I want to do some leveling for Astrologian and for Sage. And we have to catch up on the job quest for both of them to finish unlocking their abilities. We're actually going to do... Let's just dive in. Let's get really close to 50 on Astro. Before we worry like too much about anything else. But yeah, so we're actually lacking some Astro abilities here. We actually don't have all of our abilities, but that's okay. Actually looks really nice in this. This cloak is pretty cool looking, huh? I'm gonna put a heal on myself. Play our card, draw another card, put a dot on. Who else needs a dot? None of them need a dot. Okay, that's a bit weird. Him a buff. Put our heal over time on him, and we're laughing. Okay, let's get these aggroed. Draw another card. Heal myself so I don't die, hopefully. Let's give Naomi a buff.
If only I could be so grossly
Can I has loops? Hello. Thank you for subscribing for 5 months. Thank you. Yeah, so the plan is I want to stream for a few hours now. I want to make a good attempt, a good push into Astro. Get Astro to 50, get that rolling. And Sage, I have got Sage up to, I actually got up to 80. It's all the way up to 80, so Sage is raring to go. Yeah, Sage is ready, man. Sage is ready. And hey, Wowchara, how are you doing? So we are going to be we've all the Sage job quests, and we've got all the, I think basically all the Astro job quests. So we got quite a lot of stuff to do and check out. Astro's been quite a lot of fun, actually. Let's draw another card, play Balance. Spire, let's go Sophine. Sophine is better because Sophine's level 5 offensive mastery. Let's heal on him. This boss does quite a lot of damage, so we'll put on our AoE regen. I'm quite excited to get more stuff done on Astro. Astro so far, it's pretty basic right now. I think 50 is where it starts to get unique. So I'm really looking forward to that. Level 50 is where we start to get some really cool stuff. With our Astrodyne, building up our different types of seals with the cards and doing that. We get obviously divination at 50 as well to buff our team. So we start doing some really cool things when we get to that level, which I'm looking forward to. The bowl, there you go, Sophine, you take that, and that should basically kill the boss. Fantastic. I heal myself a couple of times there because I'm getting kind of ripped apart. There we go. It's actually felt kind of weird, to be honest, playing Astro. It's felt kind of weird after getting really used to playing Sage. Playing Astro after Sage, it's a weird experience. Oh, hello, background stuff. Let's draw another card. Play that card. This is a situation where I'd love to start casting Gravity, but I haven't unlocked it yet. Haven't quite got there. Please attack this thing. You can let the seedlings hatch. Just kill that thing, please. Thank you. Okay, let's heal ourselves the OGCD. Draw another card. We have the Balance, which I will use on Astaloya, but we'll wait for the next pull. Oh, I need to eat food as well. Whoops. Oh no, if we're slightly short now, I'm going to feel bad. If we end up being slightly short on XP, I'm going to feel real bad about that. Draw another card. Pull this thing. We got the Spear. That's unfortunately also a melee card, but we'll just use it on our range guy, because why not? always difficult to know how much you can pull with a squadron. The squadron's damage output is insane, but their AI is absolutely terrible. Like right now, right now, for example, oh god, I'm being beat on by 2 scorpions, and the tank doesn't give a fucking shit. Hey, Pyre. Good evening. Yes, good evening. Started a bit late today. I was again working on some stuff this morning, so I actually have the Shadowbringers review is coming out later, and I've got a few other stuff. I've been basically lining stuff up, trying to as well set up. But one of my plans is to start uploading the VODs from the streams onto a second channel. So basically, my idea is that like I'll return to a way I was doing it way before, which is that my main YouTube channel will be shorter videos, you know, stuff that you can like just click on the day and watch, and yeah, the sort of stress-free watch. And then the VODs channel will be all the longer VODs for people that want to watch those longer things. One thing I've noticed on this boss as well is Astrologian, our tank here. He's a really big fan of like facing the boss right towards the 2 ranged characters. He's like really trying to get like there. He just fucking murdered Sophine. It's like, dude, you could just not face them towards him. You know that, right? But he doesn't give a shit. Astrologian is like fucking DPS adjust. Hey Grammy, how you doing? We'll have our one of the reasons I started streaming later is that we're going to get the turnover for our things in like 30 minutes, so we can do some roulettes to get Sage up to caught it up to 81. We're gonna get it to 81 probably if we have time. Oh, I'm dropping some frames today. I don't know, why am I dropping frames? Am I downloading something? I shouldn't be. Well, that's not good. Why are we dropping frames? It's an internet issue. It could be an actual physical issue. We'll see if it's too bad. Hopefully it's not too bad. It could be a physical internet issue. There's basically a storm on today. I didn't actually think I wasn't sure if I'd be able to stream or not at all. But the storm, it's not too bad, but it might be messing stuff up. Yeah, we're really having some struggles with the connection. Speaking of struggles, Astrologian is really having some struggles with staying alive. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on it, and hopefully it's not going to be too bad. Looks like Sophine might die again. Sorry, Sophine. Listen, I don't have a lot of heals. Okay? My heals are limited, unfortunately. And there is some buffering. Oh shit, okay. Well, that's not good. It's stabilized now, but let me keep an eye on it. But yeah, there could easily be some issues, actually, some physical issues happening. Connection's been pretty good the last while. I mean, since we got the fiber, there hasn't been any issues. But maybe today's a bad day. Oh, I need to draw cards. Let's draw some cards. There you go, Astrologian. Let's draw another card. You get one for Sophine as well. Get some AoE regen rolling too. Give him an OGC heal to top him up. And then short buffering. Yeah, that's definitely me dropping some frames. Okay. Well, hopefully we'll stabilize. We're just gonna keep going for now, and we pray that it stabilizes. That's the tactics. Prayer. I'm getting absolutely smashed again now. Oh god. They're all gonna get hit. Yep, okay, well. The whole team is, they're in a bit of a bad way. So I was hoping to do some MSQ this evening, so hopefully it will be fixed by then. Yeah, the plan is that basically I'm gonna do like a medium length stream now, and then a medium length stream later. The one now, we're just gonna be doing some alt jobs, that sort of thing. And then the one later... Oh, we actually lost a person, of course. I didn't realize we were getting smashed around that much. We really are. Yeah, we're going to do MSQ then later on. Push on a bit with Reaper. We finished the first dungeon yesterday. So yeah. Yes, I got my book. I'm working on my book. Actually, good reminder. I do need to... You know, I need to second chance this book. There we go. So I've got a couple of seals already. Gonna keep working on that. For some nice XP. My second channel. Yeah, it's old. It's old. It's called Nub Streams. It's old. I haven't used it in years. I used to use it for some. When I was doing Heroes of the Storm stuff years ago, I did use it for a while. So yeah, I'm currently redoing it. I'm just getting a few videos uploaded onto it and stuff, and then I'll link it properly to you guys. When it's ready. Should be ready. I hopefully will be finishing it tonight. Though it depends how much MSQ stream we do. If I do a short MSQ stream, I'll have time. Tonight or tomorrow, I'll finish it. I've been working on it and planning and stuff like that to get it up and ready. So it should be good. I actually figured that because these guys have offensive mastery, I should just always cast it on them. I should never probably buff the tank. It doesn't do enough damage, I reckon. Capacity management KPI reports. I don't even know what those are, but that sounds like tremendous fun. I'm glad you're having fun. Question for me is, will we hit? I think we will hit 50 off of this, and it's got all the quests as well, so I think we're good. Yeah, the queues have been pretty kind to me in the game recently, because I've been able to get on early the last few days. I've been getting up early, making sure to get up early, log in early, and then just stay logged in. Ow, that really hurt. Whatever the boss just did there hurt like heck. Let's eat a fruit. That will help. Debuff back on. I feel naked without my sage right now, I'll be honest. Feels bad without sage. I'm so used to sage now. I'm gonna heal myself again. The others can die, but I need to live. Oh, I got hit by that. Well, rip. Okay. Ow. Oh, right. Guess when? Oh, there's maintenance tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Maintenance tomorrow. Do you know what time that's at? Wow, we got a lot of stuff at this level. Yeah, this dungeon. Reports about how much space available on your company's infrastructure. Aha. I see. This sort of stuff that's been a problem for Square. Ah. Oh, they haven't set the time for maintenance yet? Okay. Ah, we have Arcana gauge now. Cool. So maybe I just unlocked this stuff. So Spire is a something. Oh, never mind. I think it's not showing. Because we don't have the ability yet. We have to learn the actual ability. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I need to go learn redraw, gravity. So a redraw ability or AoE ability. Then we'll get Sinistry. Actually, I do have Astrodyne. Maybe do I have to be in combat? Oh, I need to be in combat. Okay. Oh, yeah, they're very small. I might want to make this bigger. I might want to make this thing bigger, this Arcana gauge. In fact, I actually will. Let's make this like 120. How does 140 look? 140 actually looks okay. Let's go with 140 because this is like the thing, right? Yeah, so I can see that this is a moon. Okay, I can play that. Let's see what the next one is. It's also a moon, so you'd want to redraw that into something else. To get two moon things. Okay, but you can't get stacks outside of combat. I mean, that's fair. That's fair, I can't get stacks outside of combat. Okay. Cool. I actually feel like we need some pants, but the cloak on this is actually quite elegant, actually. This is the same as the sage gear. Got recolored. Right, let's teleport. Let's do this. It's also color coded. Okay. Right, so it could be difficult. Let's just assume that it's going to be difficult to get on tomorrow. So, looks like the connection stabilized as well. There was a lot of storm wind blowing out there, and it stopped. I have no idea how that would tie in though, but maybe. Right, I need to go to Carthage. Lovely, let's go. And I want to go to Astrologian, one assumes. Okay, so we basically have all of the Astro quests to do. It's up. I basically did the intro quest to unlock it, and that was it. That's it. Jankana, hello, my friend. Level 35 quest. Oh gosh. Greetings, Catgex. The stars tell me you've been rigorously following Leveva's training regimen, though I harbor doubts that go out and do things for like traipse about the realm constitutes a regimen. Still, she's all we have, so I suppose we have to make do. And as the stars would have it, she's just sent word she's ready for us to attempt the opening of the second Heaven's Gate. You are aware of the 7 heavens, are you not? Just as there are 7 realms of the underworld, so too are there 7 realms of the firmament. Each of the first 6 represents one of the 6 basic elements: earth, ice, water, wind, lightning, and fire. The 7th and final heaven representing the elements astral polarity. The first 6 heavens are represented by 6 constellations, which each revolve around the pole star. Astrologians of the Charlian school draw on the ether contained in celestial bodies represented in the constellations by unlocking or opening the gate to the heaven that constellation is correlated with. There's no actual gate. Think of it more as a portal to the soul. You're opening your mind, allowing for attunement with these distant bodies, much like one attunes with an etherite, but on a far grander scale. Now, this may come as a revelation, but Heidelin is not flat like most believe. In fact, it appears to be a sphere so large when we walk upon it, it only appears to be flat. Because it is a sphere, there are some locations better suited than others for observing certain constellations. That's what Leveva's doing right now. Finding a location in which the next Heaven's Gate will rise to a position directly in mid-heaven, where it will be easiest to attune with. It seems she's found one, near the final prayer in Eastern Thanon. Okay, let's go to the final prayer in Eastern Thanalan. Sure. Yeah, I really need to get my retainers up. My poor old retainers have been horribly neglected. I've been working on them, but actually, they probably have stuff ready. Yeah, they actually do have stuff ready. Okay, I need to go do that and turn them in. But yeah, my poor retainers. Oh no, we're dropping frames again. Oh no, cursed. We're cursed today. I don't know what's up. Unfortunately, I would say I would normally like to restart like the PC and the router and stuff and just make sure everything's good. But we really can't do that because we'd have to queue again and we wouldn't get online. So we got no option but to just stick with it. Oh, hello, Firefly. I didn't see you there. Are you guys all attacking me? Oh, you are. Whoops, my bad. I want to talk to Quimperin. Journey here was uneventful. The moment we arrived, we were set upon by bandits. I had no trouble driving them away. I fear they may return again in numbers. Focus on your training, milady. I shall keep watch. Alright. Here at last, I see. Bandits have kept poor Quimperin busy, harrying our camp since we arrived. I do believe the old man enjoys the excitement, however. I'm certain it beats wiping the arse of a noble brat, whoring away his uncle's fortune, while dreaming of becoming a real astrologian. I am very capable of wiping my own arse, thank you very much. And Quimperin has never once complained of his duties. Of course he hasn't. Your uncle pays him to smile and nod. I'm sure a comfortable position in the pillars beats chasing after cloud rats in the broom to flavour his soup. Are we to trade banter, my lady? As I was led to believe we'd be unlocking a celestial gate. You'll find Quimperon has a good many uses. I haven't the faintest doubt he'll be ably handle any ruffians who happen to come stumbling about looking for prey. Now, Catkex and Yankinar, we must be patient and wait for the constellation to reach its highest and brightest point, a point at which its flow of ether is the strongest in relation to Heidelin. Okay, let's wait. Let's do it. I'm waiting. Oh, you haven't got any buffering since last? Okay, good. Yeah, it's a lot more stable. We had a big spike when I first started the stream. It's been a lot more stable. Not perfect, but okay. There, Catkex, the balance. Focus on the constellation and attune to its power. The balance represents the heaven of fire, a realm made prosperous by the blessing of the traders, but at the same time, one whose equilibrium is maintained by the divine judgment of Azima, the warden. Azima's might will empower those who would take up their blades and meet divine punishment in the name of the sun goddess. And thus has the balance burned crimson in your heart, unlocking the gate to the second heaven. Now, let's speed ourselves to the next location, Little Alamigo. Why so soon, you ask? Would you rather I had you commit yourself to another several moons of using malefics to put down hedge moles? I thought not. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I think that's gonna be great for sure, man. I agree. I could just fly there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the alliance raid. I'm hopeful. I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic. I think the fact that the alliance raid is a Final Fantasy XIV themed raid, that it's you know, it's not a collaboration with anyone else. That's just them doing it themselves. And that it's tied into the 12, to the gods, I think could be really interesting. Yeah, I think it could be really good. Because there's no question in my mind that, like, the Alliance raids in every expansion have been pretty crap in terms of story. I haven't enjoyed really any of the stories very much in the Alliance raids. Like, they've had a few good points, but honestly, broadly speaking, they've been pretty terrible. The best Alliance raid story-wise was Crystal Tower, which again was the only... Actually, no, I guess the Heaven's Word ones, the Void Archy stuff, was also an original story. It just wasn't very good. Personally, I hated Stormblood so much. Again, I love all the raids. All of the raids themselves are fantastic. The Alliance raids are a ton of fun. And again, they sort of improve each expansion with having like more complexity and mechanics and unique takes on things. But the stories, oh boy, the stories. Be patient, Catkex. Allow the stars to make their ascent into mid-heaven. Once they have, survey the skies, let the power run through you. Yeah, there's probably no Alliance raid till, is it 6.2? I have no idea. It's gonna be a while, right? Until it comes out? Or is it 6.1? Raise your eyes to the stars and witness the violet glow of the spire. So what's everything that comes in 6.1? In the third heaven rises an iron tower of spinning gears and taut springs, constructed by the builder himself. It is assailed without cease by the jealous Ralgar, but the destroyer's mighty 11 bolts only serve to power the spire's clockwork soul. 6.1 is gonna bring the Island Sanctuary, more main quest, and Alliance raid. Cool. It's through the blessings of both creation and destruction that strength is granted to she who sees her stars rise under this sign. You have now opened the gate. Its power is yours to command. When do we start working on relic weapons? Is that like 6.3? Using the arcana to draw upon the powers of the stars they represent, this path we walk as astrologians is called the Royal Road. It can be treacherous and fraught with peril, but it can lead men and women to greatness. Okay, Bosjo's in 5.25. Okay, cool. Very cool. Your realm is quite the paradox. On one hand, it is full of life, magic, and wonder, one of the richest lands of all Heidelin. On the other, it's literally brimming over with strife. Not wrong. Take Little Alamigo, the wretched souls displaced from their homes by the flames of war, or Ishgard, mired in its own pointless conflict with an enemy so old it does not even remember why it fights. The foolish believe it's their fate to suffer, so they turn their gaze away from the stars, when those self-same stars have the power to show people there are many paths. Yeah, a new story starts in 6.1. That's going to be a big deal. That power can only be channeled by the few, those like me and you, and to a lesser extent, Yankinar. It's our duty to use that power to benefit those who remain lost or misguided. Remember that. Maybe one day you will truly become my grandfather's successor. That's exactly what I've been trying to tell the astrologians of my home nation. Who disregards something that has the power to grant succor to the wound? Actually, Charlian, isn't he? The power to uplift the downtrodden, to strengthen the weak. So he should be quite posh, because he's Charlian. He shouldn't be French. The answer to that is easy. Empowering those without power lessens the power of those who already have it. Heal the weak so they might rise up and topple those who made them weak. Why would anyone in a position of power do that? Even our great nation of learning is corrupted by this manner of thought. We hoard our knowledge so that we might remain the brightest. Why do you think it took so long for Professor Mace to visit you, Yankinar? Yes, I know what he told you. That was not the whole of it. Those of the ruling quarter did their damnedest to stand in the way of my grandfather, worried that his passion for the field would kindle widespread interest in Charlian astrology. They only allowed him his recent trip, knowing he was now too old to do aught of the sort. Fortunately, the ruling quarter did not realize I would be accompanying my grandfather. These past turns of the sun have been most fruitful. While you've opened half the heaven's gates, there's still much of what we like to refer to as the Royal Road ahead of you. Take what you've learned there in the southern deserts and transform that knowledge into strength. If you wish to know more of the Royal Road, suggest you discuss it with Yankinar back in Ishgard. If my father's to be believed, his time transcribing tomes back at the Studium Scriptorium should have left him more than capable of handling that task. Actually, getting some nice Charlian lore from these quests. It's actually kind of cool. Sort of tying into Bosja, actually. Or not fucking Bosja. Tying into, Endwalker. So. Oh, he studied in Charlian, but he is from Ishgard. Ah, yeah, he's French. French confirmed. He didn't lose his accent. In fact, his accent got even stronger. You wish to know more of the Royal Road? I seem to recall it had something to do with reassessing the attribution of an arcanum before reading it, which would result in a slight alteration of predestination. Or perhaps it was something to do with the kings and queens of the minor arcana. It was over a decade ago. Right, so you're useless. Thanks, Yankinar. That was very helpful. What did I learn there? Did I learn anything? No, I didn't, but I get redraw, probably redraw, gravity, and then sinistry. Yeah, here we go. Redraw and enhanced draw. Oh, yeah, cool. Great. Are you doing well, Catgex? Well, then that makes at least 2 of us. I mean, no, I cannot keep such important news from you, Catgex. Lady Leviva and Quimpera. Just last night they fell victim to another ambush at the hands of bandits. The ever-resourceful Quimperan proved his invaluable worth once again, with a dashing display of chivalry, would shame any knight in the sea. A statement that attests to the sorry state of our knights. That is a chat we can have over a different cup of tea. When Lady Leveva attempted to retire to her room at that filthy inn in the Broom, I had our sorely disused 2nd floor cleared and furnished with trappings from my own home. She's up there now. Asked you to see you the moment you arrived. Okay, check on the 2nd floor. Let's go up. Struggling. Oh. She's just here. Okay. Oh, she was like in a room. No, she's just up on a balcony. She could have just called down from the balcony. Wait, you don't seem at all surprised to see me here. Did Yankinar tell you of the attack? Damn that fool. After I told him to keep his mouth shut. I suppose I must bear some of the fault for ever thinking he could do as he was told. Now, I suppose you're wondering why I summoned you here to these makeshift chambers, and no, it has naught to do with the bandit attacks. It appears are much more common in your realm than I thought. There are times when the heavens may provide you with a vision of a future that is slightly beyond your original aim. In these cases, the stars are not flawed, only out of order. So, by shuffling a card back into the deck, we're in no way ignoring or denying a future, merely postponing a reading intended for a later date, replacing it with something that better pertains to the present. I trust that you'll pick up this technique swifter than Yankinar. Wow. Saucy. Oh, wow, that's it. Wait, that's the level 40 quest? That's it? Okay. Well, we just got redraw, I guess. Divinations to Astrologians transcend an echo deep within your soul. Huh. Okay. Oh, cool, I suppose. So let me check this out. So now we can be like, yeah, I don't want a spear. Redraw that into the balance. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, no, this is level 40 as well. Okay, so there's 2 parts to it. That's fine. Are you ready, my pupil? The gate to the 4th heaven awaits. However, the location I've chosen for the attunement will not remain the most optimal for long. You are to travel with Yankinar. I'll make the journey with Quimperan. There are no objections? Good. Oh, Giswain, you didn't like any of the healer quests? Really? Oh. If it is Lady Leveva you seek, she just left with Quimperan for Limsa Luminsa. If you make haste, you may still be able to catch them at the airship landing. Me? Oh, as much as I'd like to indulge myself on the pillows of Rotano pleasure barges, there's a congress to be held in the vault. All the prominent houses have been summoned. My presence at such an event would be sorely missed, so I fear this next lesson must needs proceed without me. I'm certain Lady Leveva will understand. I can always open the 3rd gate another day. Or was it the 4th? 3rd or 4th, it's of no matter. The stars certainly will not be going anywhere. Oh my god. It's the worst. Worst Astrologian ever. Yeah, I've heard good things about the Scholar quest line. Like Arcanist Scholar. Apparently it's pretty fun. So I'm looking forward to trying that myself. Where is he? It's just down the road. I'm looking forward to doing the Sage quests actually and seeing what they're like. So I thought the Reaper quest was pretty fun. A little side story. It was decent. So we'll see how Sage compares. Milady, Lady Leveva is missing. We disembarked the airship together, became separated in the chaos at the landing. Seeing as how the lady has found herself the victim of bandit attacks twice since arriving in Eorzea, I fear she may be targeted once again, especially considering the location. It's my first time setting foot in Limsa Lominsa. I've been made aware of its landmarks. Might I suggest we search independently, so we might cover more ground? I shall start with several of the seemingly more disreputable locations, such as the Drowning Wench, the Idleshire, and the Missing Member. Would Milady be so kind as to search Fisherman's Bottom and the Coral Tower? Let's meet at the 7th stage once our survey is complete. Okay. Lots of people like Astro Questline? Okay. I think for me, it's been intriguing so far. There's intriguing lore to it. I like that. 20-odd summers since I spilled from me ma's loins. Ain't once I ever heard word Astrologian. Now, in the span of 2 bloody bells, gone and met myself, not one, but honest to goodness, pair of live star gawpers. Didn't see where that other fair-skinned lass buggered off to. One's as that, though, oft end up on the pleasure barges, if you catch me drift. Oh, that's not good. Oh god, the White Mage quest was horrific. I did not like the White Mage quest. They had, again, it had a couple of okay moments, like the Stormblood quest line was fine, but White Mage was shockingly boring. It's not good. Another Astrologian, how odd. Not often that even our city-state, known for its diversity, welcomes a single reader of the stars through its gates, let alone 2, and in the same day no less. Yes, I took a few moments from my duties to speak with her about the city-state. She seemed quite interested in our dealings with the Sahagin, the Serpent Reavers, and the Garlean Empire. I told her what I could, but she left after only a few moments. It was as though she thought she was being pursued. But the Sharlayan was gone before I could assign her a yellow jacket escort. Yeah, the Sage questline is short. It's like 70 to 80, so it's a short one. But that doesn't mean it's necessarily good or bad. I actually think it's probably a fairly positive thing. Like it should be, in theory, fairly focused, right? And hopefully it ties in with some Sharlayan lore like this stuff does. I seen me a stuffy lass in rum garb poking her lovely head in holes where it weren't wanted. 'Tis rare we get one so worldly looking down in the gurgling belly of the tower. Had to halt training to work out what the fuss was about. Maid inquired as to where she might find herself a nip or two of some of the strong stuff, so I pointed her in the direction of our resident apothecary, Caravallan of the Seven Sage. I do like how these characters sort of reoccur through different stories. It's kind of fun. Yeah, like the Reaper questline was decent. It wasn't like, it wouldn't blow your mind or anything. It's alright though. Lady Catkex, I bear good tidings. Lady Leveva is scheduled to return here within a matter of bells. It seems she entered a contract with Caravallan for the purchase of several of the apothecary's wares. Interesting girl, that one. Very rarely do we see young maidens walk the Leminson streets without an escort. Almost never do they come to me seeking, spice. Still, she did appear quite uneasy, as if being watched or followed. Suspicions, I must say, not uncommon in our fair city. Might she be in some manner of trouble? Those few who agreed to speak with me at the Drowning Wench and the Missing Member claim the same. My short stay in the Idleshire bore no fruit whatsoever. What were you able to find, my lady? I see. So we've ascertained the lady's being followed, and that she's aware of the fact. If this is the case, I believe she will attempt to move somewhere she'll be in plain sight of as many people as possible. Doubt that will help in this town. Kidnappings and killings are conducted in broad daylight here. When they happen, most people keep their heads down so as not to have them removed from their shoulders. 12, damn this town. Milady, I shall set out once more try to locate Lady Leveva. There's still a chance she may return here on her own. I ask you remain in the case she does. If she's not arrived at the rendezvous point by the time of her scheduled meeting with Caravallan, then we shall both go to the one location that's most populated after the sun falls in Limsa, the Drowning Wench. Okay, she's definitely not going to show up. We're going to have to rescue her. Guaranteed. Yeah, Yoshi P. Yeah, pretty sure he did say that. Yeah, no more job quests, only role quests. Which, again, I'm actually fine with. There's so many jobs in the game that writing quality job quests for them is tough. I think role quests is just fine. It appears your companion's tied up. Not literally, I hope. Perhaps you should head to the wench and see if she's there like your friend believes. Though I fear if she did not make it that far, you may never find her again. At least, not alive. She's been kidnapped by limps and role players. Worry not, my starry-eyed friend. If by chance she were to arrive here after your departure, you've my word no harm shall come to her while she remains behind the Seven Sages' doors. Oh. Oh, this is a duty. Okay. I've got to talk to people. Okay. In the Drowning Wench, one assumes. Hello, townsperson. Sparkling. Woman in black. What's wrong with the woman standing before ye? Ah, come on. Oh my god. Might as well draw a card. Can I get 2 stacks of clarifying draw? No, you only get a single. Redraw. Cool. Might have seen a lass scurrying off to the Hyaline. The Hyaline is in this way. Oh, there she is. That's her. Oh, no, it's... Wait, what? Oh, it's not her. What the hell is this? What the fuck? It's a masquerade. Someone masquerading. Where? What? What did he say? Area's filled with imposters. Oh shit. He said, follow me. I don't even know where he went. Wait, where did you even go? Quimperin. Oh my god, where did he even go? Is he over here? No, this way seems to be blocked off. I'm very confused. Where is Quimperin? Well, that way's blocked off. That's obviously blocked off. I guess we just go back this way? Oh, maybe he's down. Maybe he went down here. Oh yeah, there he is. There he is. Okay, this looks promising. She's bound, so. Oh no, no, she's also evil. This quest is kind of interesting. It is very confusing though. It's a wacky one. Very wacky. Kind of curious, like what the hell's going on? How are they getting fake astrologians? Who can cast astrologian magic? Okay, which one is the real one? Good question. Eyes! Eyes, Lady Laviva. Which one's the true one? The one that didn't say eyes, the one. Yeah, there we go. Success. Clever of me to discern. I know. It was a tricky challenge, but I worked it out somehow. She's got some big ass spells. What was she casting there? These spells are way fancier than mine. Huh. Lady Laviva, you have my apologies. It was my fault I allowed us to become separated. Do not blame yourself, Quimperin. I sensed danger at the landing. It was my instinct to run, as ever I have. I forgot I could trust you. Unfortunately, by the time I realized such, there was no sign of you, so I did what I could to blend in, choosing crowded places, speaking with as many locals as possible, though all while feeling that there were unseen eyes watching my every move. By the time I realized my pursuers were simply leading me away from you, night had already fallen, giving them the perfect opportunity to strike. Then I witnessed several of the bandits had disguised themselves in garb similar to mine. I assumed this was to confuse the two of you still searching for me. It was then I conceived the idea to play the part of an imposter myself. Why hide in the shadows when you can hide in plain sight? Quite brilliant of you, Lady Laviva. May I ask, were you at the time able to discern who those pursuers were? The amount of effort put into your capture would suggest they are more than mere pirates looking to sell you to slavers. Yeah, these guys clearly know who she is. Unfortunately, no. I wasn't about to walk up and ask them who they were or who had hired them. That's all behind us now. Let's see if we can salvage something from this horrible night. The 4th gate ascends nearby, Catkex. Shall we not see it made yours? To the anchor yard. Okay. Well, I'll be a barnacle and a kraken's arse if it ain't the star-goppin' lassie come to scry us our fortunes. Tell us, which one of ye'll be dying first, like? Beat Red Knight with a carp in his codpiece, or the stern-faced venturer on her high hobby horse? Okay. God damn it. How many pirates are in this godforsaken hell? Great question. Many pirates. Probably have to keep him healed up, I guess. Definitely don't want to fail this duty now and have to repeat the whole thing. That would suck. The Whimpering, worst tank, by the way. He's running. We're running after him. Draw a card as well. Oh, there's loads of them. You're bamboozled. Bit of action to this quest, actually. Pretty good, considering. Yeah, and this is the stuff where I think voice acting would really help the game a lot. Like in these side quests, like in the combat stuff. Because like the text goes by so fast, it's hard to actually catch it. Kind of hurt me. Summon. Uh-oh. Oh, he summoned a carbuncle. Okay. Manservant and a maid. Worked up quite the thirst. Best in pirates. Oh, and that was Vikebi. Okay. Huh. Yeah, the text there just fucking flies by. It fucking flies by. Yeah, it's of course it's a huge amount of work to get voice actors for all the stories, but I mean it would add so much. But I obviously understand why they don't do it. I'd be really happy if they ever added voice actors for like just the raid series, like fully voice acted raid series in this game would be huge, like alliance raids. Like the raids, the trials. That'd be so good. Haha. Lay down them weapons or I'll cut the old man a new grin under his chin. Means she's gonna cut his throat. I cannot believe that actually worked. Nor could I. Then again, never have I fought someone so credulous. Now, let's do this as they do in the Fear Babes. You step over here, I let the man go. Easy peasy. Wait, I know you. You're the bandit leader who attacked Lady Leviva's grandfather in the Black Shroud. Someone has a good memory for being so on in years. Well then, this changes everything. First off, I can finally drop this annoying pirate accent. And secondly, I suppose I can simply kill you now, rather than after pretending to let you go once the lady has drawn close enough. Yeah, I'm so happy about Emmett being back to be the narrator for Endwalkers. Like, that's my favorite thing. He's so good. It's such a nice treat. Stop right there. Unhand that man or have your head tarred and on the prow of a galley by cockcrow. First maniacal marauders, then feline fishers. Now the Commodore of the Swithen-Thalassocratic Navy. How many more gods is this machine going to drop on me? Until next time, Lady Laviva. Okay, that's a funny line. I actually like that. With my apologies. I was a fool to fall for the bandit's trick. Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. Amazing. In all my years, that was the first time I've ever seen that feigning death trick actually work. Now it's not a moment to be dwelling on our many failings. I've a dastard to apprehend. You'd be surprised how often people run after being told to stop right there. Yeah, what a shocker. Lady Laviva, that pirate. She was the same bandit who... Yes, I know. That changes little. I still have no idea who she may be, or who she may be working for. There's naught we can do until the Commodore brings the woman to justice, or until she decides to attack us again. What we can do is what we came here for. Catkex's training. You know what? This quest has actually been pretty solid. It's pretty cool. Like, they put a lot of effort into this one. It's similar to the Dark Knight quest. Now, look to the stars and behold the arrow. The fourth heaven, or the heaven of wind, was created atop a lofty peak by Oshan the Wanderer, whose footsteps had been guided by the Navigator. The wind that blows off Limlane's seas guides the arrow fast and true. So shall it deliver the weary souls of those trapped in the mire of confusion, indecision, and over-contemplation. The fourth heaven has opened its gates, allowing you to access to its sacred penetralia? From this day forth, its power is yours to interpret and wield. Did this stuff, like, tie into how Astro worked in Heavensward? Now it's just very abstract. That power will further aid you as you continue to hone your skills. Now, let's return to Ishgard. I have a few words for a certain student of mine who felt inclined to forego this particular lesson. Ah, it did tie in. Okay. I was wondering, how did it used to work? Because yeah, it's kind of weird that we're unlocking each constellation and unlocking these gates to the heaven, but it doesn't really seem to do anything. Bit weird. Now that's another reason, I guess, for them to drop. That's another reason to move away from job quests, is that, you know, having the job quest tie into unlocking abilities. It has certain problems, which is if you ever need to change the abilities, it starts making less sense. Ooh. Oh, cool. Oh, yo, Noata, that's Pog. Hang on, let me zoom in. Let me show this to you guys. This is super cool. So, these were the cards. Astrologian card cheat sheet from 2015. Balance was 10% damage. Bull was 10% decreased damage. And then at Royal Road, the next card has 150% potency. Then you had Arrow, target's attack speed increase, or reduced target's recast time. Arrow and Spear. Next card is an AoE buff at half potency. Ooh. Then the Ewer and the Spire. MP cost or TP cost of weapon skills or MP cost of spells. Next card's buff has double duration. Huh. Cool. That's very interesting. Royal Road is a mechanic to burn a card to buff a card. Okay, so it could give up a card to make my next card have whatever one of those benefits was. So whatever, I burn an arrow and it makes the next... What was it? Like, I could burn... Let's see, what would be kind of not that useful? Like, potentially we say, oh, okay, I don't need the Ewer. That seems meh. I've got plenty of mana. I'll burn the ewer, and I'll make my next arrow, which is 10% more damage, which is actually pretty good. I'll make that last twice as long. Yo, Zeta! Finish the MSQ! If Shadowbringers turned the dial to 11, Endwalker turned it to 20. Yes, that's kind of what my vibes are so far with the MSQ. I've only just beaten the first dungeon, though I am going to, I'm going to get into more later on. I might try stream later. I'll see how stuff works out. I've got a lot of stuff to do at the moment, so I'll see if I have time to fit it in. If I do, then we're good. But we shall see. We shall see. Cat Gex, you might have had the decency to warn me that Lady Laviva was in a mood with me for not joining you. She seemed to think I was to blame for your misadventures. Now, why would that be? It's not as if my being here would have prevented the bandits from attempting to abduct Laviva. These being the same bandit to attack you in the Black Shroud, which, by the way, is another location I was not at. This is plainly something far beyond our control. Now, the interesting thing, though, he was probably aware of where she would be both times, but he didn't show up to put himself in danger. Maybe he's the mastermind behind this for some weird reason. Dun dun dun. And furthermore, it's not as if I were merely sipping cordials and waltzing with baronets. I was helping further our cause. I spoke with several high-ranking cardinals about Lady Laviva being granted the opportunity to speak at the vault regarding Charlian astrology. What do you think of that? I was politely turned down, of course, but it is the gesture. The gesture will one day lead to another gesture, will one day lead to a head inclined slightly in the general direction of another gesture. Little steps, my protege, little steps. Hey Naomi, how you doing? We are currently blasting through the up to level 50 Astro quests. Then we're going to do the up to level 80 Sage quests. And we're going to be caught up, because I got my Sage to 80. Sage is level 80 now. And it's freaking awesome. It's so good. Greetings. Your timing, my friend, is impeccable. It just so happens at this very moment I've need of your assistance. While our lovely Lady Laviva has been out making herself a target for every cutthroat and cur in the realm, I've been focusing my efforts on our main objective. Training? Pah! It'll be enough time for training later. No, I speak of our ultimate goal of spreading knowledge of the Charlian School of Astrology throughout the Holy See. As you know, the Vault recently turned down my request to allow Lady Laviva to speak before them. I am not one to be turned away so easily. No, I have a plan. I will entreat Chief Astrologian Forlamore to draw up an official recommendation. The Vault will not be so quickly dismiss the words of a man of such standing. Yes, I know mine uncle loads me with a passion rarely seen, even in young lovers, and there's really no reason why he would aid our cause, being a staunch opponent of change and all. That does not mean we cannot try, and if we fail, well, we can try again and again and again, until he is so annoyed he writes us the recommendation simply to see us out of his thinning hair. And by we, I mean you. Considering how red the Chief Astrologian became last time I visited him, I reason it would be detrimental to mine uncle's health should I arrive at his place of research, and we most certainly would not want him to fall ill or collapse before he penned us that recommendation. Yeah, of course that. Yeah, let me go do it, buddy. Let me go do this. You stay right there. You take it easy, pal. Now Naomi a bit stressed by university? Hope it goes well. University can be tough, alright. Don't have time for Endwalker. Oh no! No. I've been taking Endwalker at a pretty moderate pace, but part of the pace has gone into leveling Reaper and Sage. Actually, most of it has gone into leveling Reaper and Sage. So in terms of MSQ, been taking it very, very handy, very slow, but that's okay. It just makes it so that for most people, you guys can sort of easily keep up with my MSQ progress. Yeah, I'm really hoping I'll get to do some MSQ tonight. Hoping. That'd be really fun. Should be going to the 3rd zone, I assume. So yeah, we'll see. Who do I see disturbing me this fine evening but Yankinard's new scullery maid? I suppose you came here for this. Yankinard never ceases to amaze, does he? Not only does the lout have the nerve to ask me for aid, he then refuses to do me the common courtesy of accepting that aid in person. Ever the entitled little shite, more worried about his popularity amongst the fairer sex than how his actions disgrace his family name. Ah, the slack jaw. I suppose you're wondering why in the world I, of all people, would agree to such nonsense. Well, it's simple. Allowing the heathen Astrologian to dig her own grave in front of the entire vault and the Ishgardian Astrologian community will only serve to accomplish what I wished from the very start. Charlian astrology has no place in Ishgard. It has no place in Eorzea. Whoops, I clicked through that too quick. Oh, I guess we'll never know what he said. He doesn't like it, basically. Yankanar, perhaps this will finally spell his downfall. He's only been allowed to continue this nonsense. Actually, maybe it's an event? Oh yeah, there he goes. Nope, it's dangerous, serves no purpose but to take our eyes off of what is truly important, using astrology to free us from the dragon's menace, ensure man's return to Halone's kingdom. Ooh. Perhaps this will finally spell his downfall. He's been allowed to continue this nonsense because he's harmless, too caught up in the luxury of being in line to count to Durandair's title to actually put forth any real effort in furthering his, cause. Charlian astrology is but an oddity, which he can boast about at balls to get him in bed with the slatternly maids of lower houses. This questline, dude, holy shit, this guy. Wow. His father has protected him thus far, but allowing him and his lady to speak, there'll be no brushing under the rug the shame this brings forth. Yankanard will be finished. Wow. I appreciate his forthrightness. Okay. Oh, the login queue's screwed today? Oh boy. Yeah, I'm making sure to get online very early every day so that I skip the queue, and then just it's very annoying to have to come back to your PC every like 20 minutes to make sure you don't get logged out. But Smart Jock 69, the man, the myth, the legend himself. How are you? I'm very good, thank you. How are you doing? I am good. I am good. We're knocking out these basic Astrologian quests, and then I'm very interested to see the Sage quests. Sage has like quickly become one of my absolute favorite jobs. I'm loving it. So. Oh no, Damp, you went to lunch for 5 minutes and got DC'd, and it put you back in the queue. Oh fuck, that is horrible. That is super shit. Inform me right away once Chief Astrologian Fulmont has denied my request for a letter of recommendation, so we might begin our work on our next request. Smart Chuck, you've been watching ever since the Dwarf Paladin. Oh man, I remember that. I was in Classic WoW. That was great fun. Is this, cannot be. It is. The Seals Forlamores. How did you... What did he say? No. Wait, mayhap it's better I do not know. Well, this changes everything. I'll have to arrange another meeting with the Vault, summon the Cardinals to Durandair Manor. We'll need the wine, sparrow-stuffed pheasant, and pheasant-stuffed goose, and goose-stuffed chocobo, and bards, a whole troop. Not to eat, of course. No. I fear I'll be no longer able to join you on Lady Laviva's next opening of the gates. Do give her my regards, though, when you see her in Mordona. Yeah, again, I think it's continuing to be suspicious that this guy is not showing up to any of these things. Very suspicious. Yeah, a Smart Shock. I have been considering getting into voice acting. Yeah, it is something that I probably will do at some point. Yeah. Because it's something I would actually really enjoy, and yeah, I don't know how hard it is to get into the industry, or to find work, or if I'd be good at it, but yeah, I don't know. It seems like something really fun, and yeah. Like, I imagine the hardest part is getting established. Again, we're being... I'm very suspicious of Yankanar here. So suspicious. Damp said it's been odd since. First of all, couldn't even join the queue. Oh, wow. So the queue's really dodgy. For once, we're not the bandits' target. Oh, We came across this young woman as she was being dragged into the hills. Though we drove her abductors away, I suspect they've already mustered the courage for a second attack. It's a good thing that it's a good thing you arrived when you did. This girl claims she's a student of the Athenaeum. Recently overheard Yankinar mention we would be conducting another gate opening in Mordona. She journeyed here on her own in hopes of having the chance to witness your astromancy firsthand. I say we give her something to remember. Oh, did they change something with the cues? Oh, really? They're making the queue size 21,000 instead of 17,000? Okay. Okay. Interesting. There's a post on Lodestone. Okay. One thing I found is that, so I logged in this morning at, what time? At like, I think about 10 o'clock in the morning. So really, again, not that early, not bad at all, but it was quite quick. It was like a 40-person queue I was in within like 10 seconds. And again, I also logging in at nighttime after about 11 p.m. Again, there's, pretty much no queue. But I feel like trying to log in between 11 in the morning or 12 in the morning and 11 or 10 at night, it's like thousands in the queue. One thing is actually, I should point out that me logging on at 10 in the morning is Irish time, so that's a bit earlier than a lot of Europe. That's part of it. Oh, what the hell is this? Arcanum? Arcanum and Marionette. Boy, Quimpera needs a heal. She needs a heal. I really want to unlock Earthly Star, but it's not until level 62, so that's a good bit away. Oh, Quimperin, don't die on me, buddy. Don't die on me there, pal. You're running low on mana. Have my apologies, Lady Leviva. I did not think. Your only fault was an insatiable thirst for knowledge. A realm where one must apologize for being a victim is no realm worth living in. But why would those men attack me? They must have thought you were Leviva. That must be it. I believe it's now quite obvious these bandits were not meant for you, but for me. It would seem that certain parties fear the spread of Charlian astrology, will stop at naught to prevent it. My Charlian constellation chart, the bandits, must have been torn when they seized me. Here, you may take mine. I have the stars committed to memory. I don't know how I'll ever be able to... I'll think of something. Just you wait. I'll repay this kindness tenfold. Aw, this is nice. Lady Leviva, you mentioned something about certain parties wanting to prevent the spread of Charlian astrology. Have you any idea who they might be? I do, but I'll require more proof before I can be certain. You and Kakak should be able to assist me with that. However, as they say, first things first. We have a gate to open. Okay, let's open this gate. I think this is getting me gravity. I think that's what I unlock at level 45 is gravity, which is pretty cool. There, the ewer. Focus, Catkex, focus, and let the constellation's ether twine with your own. It said through the fifth heavens flows a mighty river, carrying the water spilled forth from the scholar's vessel. And in that water is the strength of all that have come before, and all who will follow. Thew spun from Nymea's loom, thew from which might and metal is weaved. I don't know what thew is. Oh, wow. Now the power of the ewer is forever yours, and forever shall it point you to victory. While I cannot forgive our patron for skipping yet another of his lessons, I cannot deny that the passion hidden deep beneath all his posturing may have its uses. Word of our field is spreading, and our inherent nature has begun to stir. Curiosity is proving the better motivator than skepticism. And faith. Our time may come soon. Okay, my bet is that Yankanar is like trying to get rid of this girl, because I don't know why. But I wonder if it's something about him. I'm super suspicious of Yankanar. That, like, he doesn't want people to find out about their version of like, astrology, about the Charlian one. Because that's his whole thing, and maybe he'll be found out to be a fraud, seeing as he hasn't made any progress. That's my theory, is that he likes being, like, this sort of weirdo sort of outcast. And avoiding his responsibilities by doing that stuff, but yeah, that's my theory. Have I played any of the side Final Fantasy games? No. Chocobo Dungeons, War of the Visions, no. I actually almost know nothing about the side games. I might try out that one that the Team Ninja are doing. When is that out? The one about chaos, and we must kill chaos. I might play that. That's kind of fun. Do not tell me Lady Laviva was attacked again. I knew it. Without the reading, my talents grow by the day. What is this you claim? A fellow astrologian was moved by my words when to witness the unlocking. That is amazing. I wonder who it could be, though. I'd certainly recall speaking in detail with a young, supple mind. I must find this woman, hold another a special lesson with her. Lesson? Ah, that reminds me. Lady Laviv, this guy asked me to teach you a new technique before you had to open the fifth heaven's gate, which you've already gone and done. Ah, it appears you were able to overcome your ordeal without it. Yes, exactly according to my lesson plan. You still wish me to teach you the technique? Very well then, though I do not really see the point. Wow, he was supposed to teach me gravity before the quest? Fuck's sake, man. Yankanar? I mean, possibly he's not malicious at all, he's just an idiot. Divinations of Astrologians echo within your soul. Cool, AoE spell. And then here we go, final one, Sinistry, and this should get us the gear set as well, which is good. Lady Laviva tells me you're nearly ready to open the sixth and final gate. Yes, I said final. We all know there are 7 heavens, but opening the 7th is impossible. Well, except upon death, of course. An attempt to attune to the pole star would be sheer madness, most certainly spell your doom. Ah, but look at me. Even now attempting to tutor the great Catgex, when it's obvious your talent far surpasses mine. Forgive me. Well, maybe I feel kind of bad now for doubting him. He seems sort of, I mean, he's a bit of an idiot, but he seems sort of humble, kind of. Lady Laviva has yet to depart for the location of the final gate. Doubtless she fears yet another bandit attack. Whatever the reason, she remains on the 2nd floor. Okay, but again, I don't... This is... I feel like they thought this house had a different design. Like, she could literally just go, oh, hey, Catkex, there you are. Come on up. You know? Fucking hell. You've come far since that fateful day our paths crossed back in the Black Shroud, and now here we are, on the cusp of your attunement with the 6th heaven. Time truly waits for no woman, does it? Before we set forth on this task, I wish to teach of you a technique known as Sinistry. Temporarily enjoining your fate with that of companions, they'll reap the star's benefit as you do. As a possible journeyman astrologian, you already wield sufficient control over ether. You need only focus it upon establishing a bond with your chosen ally to achieve Sinistry. Wow, I just get it. Oh, War of the Vision is a mobile game with a battle style of Final Fantasy Tactics. Really? That actually sounds pretty cool. Okay, so Sinistry, so 2-minute cooldown. Generate an etheric bond with target party member. Whenever you cast a single target healing spell on yourself or a party member, the party member you've formed the bond with will also get 40% of the HP. That's pretty decent. And does it work if I... Oh, I can't cast it on myself. But I wonder if let's say I put this on the tank, and then I heal the tank with Benefic too. Does it heal them for the Benefic too, and then the 40% as well? I imagine it probably does, otherwise it wouldn't be super useful. So that's like your tank, big tank, one of your biggest tank CDs. Just for lots of extra healing. Though it's only spells, which is like Benefic, pretty much. And here we go. Astrologian's attire. Let's go. Now that you have knowledge of the second sect, I believe you're ready to attune with the final constellation. Location of the next lesson's actually not far. I assume your travels have taken you to Camp Dragonhead? Excellent. I, as always, will go on ahead to make my final readings. If each of our previous outings are any indication, the bandits which harry us will most certainly jump at this opportunity. I would have Quimperin scout the area ahead of time and report any suspicious activity to the knights garrisoned at the camp. Let somebody else bloody their hands for a change, I say. Feel free to tell Yankinar of our plans, though I do not doubt he already has some of his own. Yeah. What's his excuse this time? Lady Leviva's already departed? Well then, she must have leaped from the window. I did not see her use the front door. I dare say means we'll be traveling alone. Of course I'll be attending. Why wouldn't I be? Oh. Oh, he is okay. He is coming. This makes me more suspicious. I'm excited for this Astro gear though. This Astro actually looks pretty good. Oh cool, we're gonna lurk. Smart Jack, I'm on the TV. Mom, I'm famous, I'm on the telly. Cool. Commence battle, huh? Wonderful. So this is going well, clearly. We're commencing battle. Catkex and Yankinar? Well then, it appears giving my constellation map to that Astrologian in Rathfrost was unwise. My readings for the location of the sixth heaven have proven slightly off. However, a second calculation has shown that we're close. The optimal location lies just to the north of here, in a derelict tower known as the Steel Vigil. You've the look of the learned about you. Might I ask if you've seen this star map before? It was on the person of an astrologian who came to us seeking help after being attacked. What? That's my map, the one I gifted the astrologian in Rathfrost. Do you mean to tell me she was set upon again? Oh, she was the one in disguise. Your map? Well, then I'm going to have to ask you to accompany me for questioning. The astrologian claims she wrested this chart from one of her assailants before escaping their grasp. Oh. Oh, we've been played. Lady Leviva, why would you assault the self-same woman you risked your life saving? Because she did not, my lord. Why would you even think something so foolish? This must be some sort of misunderstanding. I was present at the assault. We saved the young maid of which you speak from a party of bandits. Lady Leviva gave her her own constellation map to replace the one damaged by her assailants. My Lady Catkex here was also witness to these proceedings. Well, we've our own witnesses who say otherwise. So until we can have a trial and an adjudicator who can pass his judgment, this Leviva will have to come in for questioning. She herself has admitted the map is hers. It's all right. I've naught to hide. Arguing here will not bring us any closer to the truth. If anything, I wish to confront this woman who would bring false accusations against those who saved her life. She's definitely this disguise girl. Very well then. Take me where you will. I shall answer for all of your questions, and you'll soon learn who's spouting falsehoods. My friends, you need not worry over much, for I shall be in the company of temple knights where no harm might befall me. I'll return once I prove my innocence. Yes, I did it, Gizwain. Yeah, I need to put it in before the end of early access. So it's like, what, Saturday, I think? I need to have it in by then, or Friday? I'll do it later this evening, just to get it done. Oh, yep, that's her. Look at the stars. That's her. That's her. No harm, quotha. That knight was the selfsame Astrologian who we saved in Mordona. The Astrologian who now claims we attacked her. Are you saying the Astrologian was a temple knight? No, listen, my lord. I'm saying the Astrologian is no more an Astrologian than she is a knight. I'm saying we've been played. We've fallen victim to a ruse that has landed Lady Laviva in the hands of those who've been attempting to kill her since she set foot in Eorzea. Then you're saying she won't be safe in the presence of those temple knights? Yes. Those weren't temple knights, my lord. However, they were wearing the colours of our knights most heavenly. If we were to assault them this near the heavenly garrison Camp Dragonhead, we'd be stuck full of arrows before anyone asked us why we even drew our blades. No, we must shadow Lady Laviva's captors, wait for an opportunity to take her back. How exciting. How exciting, he says. Early access ends on the 10th. Okay, cool. So, yeah, grand Friday. Oh, this is going to be a good opportunity to try out gravity. Keep your voice down, my lord. He is not stealthy at all. I might upgrade to the... You can do that, can't you? You can upgrade to a collector's edition later. I might do that. I don't know. I might just wait for it to be on sale eventually. Like, all they have to do is look behind and they'd see us. It's a terrible idea. Is there anything behind us? Wouldn't that be funny? If I was giving out and then I looked behind and we were also being followed? This is ridiculous. Oh my god. Wait, I have to kill this guy without them noticing? Are you serious? These guys are seriously blind. Oh my god. Let me see what my gravity spell looks like. Oh, that's fun. Man, I'd tell you, Astrologian, Astrologian's got some amazing visuals. How are these guys are so blind? What is this? Fucking, like, look at this guy. He's just fucking walking along behind. Oh my god. Oh, there goes another one. Alright, hang on. Let me just take care of this guy. You'll never know. I like how our character floats past his gravity as well. That's actually super cool. That's super cool. I'm actually getting some decent XP from these quests too. Not bad. Grease. I wonder what happens if I aggro them all. I can probably fail the quest. How did you not see it? Oh my god. Okay, Quimperin. This is something else. This is really something else, eh? I want to do gravity just to see how it looks. Oh man, that's so freaking cool. That's so freaking cool. Oh my god. I heard something, sir. Of course you heard something, and you gotta run away. Like, you could literally shout, you could literally go, help! And, you know, help. You don't even need to shout, you just need to say, help! And they would hear you. Look at it, he's doing the dad run. You guys know the dad run? The dad jog? It's what your dad does when they start running on the spot, but they're actually not moving any faster than they would be when they're walking. But it's just to show, it's just to demonstrate that you're really serious about getting somewhere quick by moving at the exact same speed you are as walking, but actually jogging it. Oh crap, they've got an invisible barrier. What will we do? This is the classic dad run. Classic dad run. Like he's being outpaced by Yankinar. Yankinar's faster. Just as I expected, these fools have led me straight to the answers I've sought since my arrival in this backwards realm. If I'm not mistaken, my trusted companion should be arriving right about... She was very confident in this outlandish plan. Now, I'll be taking this. She's kind of a badass. The moment you lift off in that airship, the whole land will know you are not true temple knights. You'll be made to answer for your crimes. I'm sorry for doubting you as well, Yankinar. He's apparently a good guy. Once we're in the air, it will not matter what anyone knows, you fool. We'll not be returning once we've slain you and your friends. Dun dun dun. No one shall stand in the way of my fate, especially not some dog's body of the Forum. Oh, he's of the Forum? Oh, whoa. He's of the Charlian Forum? Hot diggity dogs. Let's do a Sinistry with it, if I could actually click him. Yeah, let's be Sinistry. Let's do that. Oh look, I'm building up seals now. Okay, so I need to redraw looking for, well, I got a moon. Okay, that's fine. And now I can do my Astrodyne. Ooh. Astrodyne. Cool. Forum have always been assholes, apparently. I did not realize. But yeah, I can see that now. So I actually have Astrodyne now, that's cool. Duty complete. Of course I knew the Temple Knights were false. I recognized the Astrologian we saved almost immediately. I find it insulting they believed I would not. I also knew they would lead me to the true perpetrators if I played along, fully aware that you loyal three would follow. I'm pleased you also knew we would somehow crawl our way out of that little tussle with our lives. I was uncertain for most of the journey. Well, I was certain Cat Kex would make it, for the stars have already told me she would unlock the 6th gate here at the Steel Vigil, the very location we ended up at despite our unexpected ordeal. Your fate, Yankinar. Well, I never bothered reading it, for I thought that you would skip this lesson like you have every other one. Wow. Catkex, gaze upon the night sky and open your soul to the final constellation, the spear. The spear is the gate to the sixth heaven, where the Fury resides in a palace of ice carved by her own spear. Ice formed of moonbeams collected by the lover Menfina. The spear fills us not only with the power to overcome our enemies, but also the compassion that's necessary to grant those same entities some mercy. Yeah, Yankonar wasn't a bad guy at all, he's just lazy. Yeah, pretty much. Now that power is yours to see directed to those whose fates require it. It is done. You've attuned yourself to the 6 lower heavens. Now that you know their strength, the true journey begins. Spear blazes in the welkin. Okay. You have my congratulations, Catkex. What was taken from me more than 15 summers to accomplish, you have done, and more in a matter of moons. Our time together has taught me that, despite what we may believe they are, we all have our roles. Each role is just as important as the other. Without taking both Quimperan and you under my wing, you would have never saved Laviva from her assailants. Meaning, in a way, I saved Lady Laviva. Not that I am one to take all the credit for such heroism. It's so generous. He's not going to take all the credit, guys. Nor shall I take credit for this missive that never would have been discovered were it not for me taking you and Quimperam under my wing. Ah, that cold stare. It befits this godforsaken place. Point taken. Let us break the seal and see what we... Why, this handwriting. I've seen it many a time before. It is mine uncle's. What that would mean... It would mean the highest-ranking astrologian in all Ishgard has been attempting to assassinate us. If the tribunal were to hear of this, he would be hanged. Damn, as the uncle. And a hanging will only earn us another ill-tempered orthodox astrologian, unwilling to open his eyes to the benefits of our discipline. No, we can use this missive to our advantage. As long as this remains in our hands, so too does the chief astrologian. Are you saying we use the missive to blackmail Forlamore? I'm saying we merely grant the chief astrologian his life in exchange for a little assistance in furthering our just and noble cause. No more, no less. I see. You are quite the devilé, my dear. Very well. I will summon mine uncle to the astroscope. There we can present him with our offer. Dude. Wow, okay. This quest line has had some pretty, it's definitely like a darker. I wonder if that was like a thing. I haven't done the machinist quests, obviously. But like with the Dark Knight quest line was quite dark. Obviously, of course. Infamously so. This quest line's been quite dark as well. Like just the way that his uncle was speaking and like us gonna blackmail the guy instead of turning him in for his crimes, all that sort of stuff. It's quite different in tone from kind of the usual tone of the game. I like it. I think it's fun. But I wonder if it was something they tried in Heavensward and then said, you know what, we won't do this again. Wait, there's Forlamore. Do I have to go higher? Oh, I do. But yeah, Yankonar is growing on me for sure. I kind of like him. Why must you insist on pestering me, Yankonard? I gave you your letter. Now leave me be. Ah, that would not be the only letter you've written lately, would it? Ooh. Perhaps you recall a certain letter to the forum? I still haven't done any of the level 80 quests. I need to do them. A letter carried by a party of less than savory characters who attempted to kidnap Lady Laviva and deliver her to Charlians, not to mention kill me, my manservant, and my good friend Catkex here, who you may have forgotten is currently an honored guest of House Forton. Mm-hmm. A letter drawn up and signed by none other than you, Nuncle. Oh, do not presume to misunderstand us. We wish neither your disgrace nor your death, least not at our hands. In fact, we wish very little from you, not, you might say, in the sense that you are never again to use your influence to hamper our efforts at spreading Charlian astrology here in Ishgard. Involve yourself no more in the affairs of me or my guests. Your secret remains safe. I will even forgive you for trying to have me murdered, if that is, you give me your word. It's not as if you've left me with much choice. You have my word. Know that silencing me will not make your nonsense any more accepted in the vault. There are others who will see you fall, others who care little whether or not I speak my piece. We're fully aware of the peaks we've left to scale. However, we shall not let that discourage us. I've been shown a path that I altogether plan on walking, and the stars shall guide my way. Stars foretell many things, my dear. Not even the best readers can see them all. Do not forget this. We let this guy off very lightly. So we've silenced him, but to hear him tell it, he was the least of our worries. I feel like we let him off way too lightly. Okay, we got some gear though. That's always good. The Astrologian's attire. Wait, that's the Astrologian's attire? That's it? No, this is not it. Oh, maybe there's none at 50. Oh, maybe it's only at 60. Oh, I'm disappointed. I thought I was gonna get a gear set. Boo, boo. Oh man. So eager is Yankinar to talk with you, it's almost as though there were a giant exclamation point hovering above his head. Now that Forlamore has so graciously agreed to discontinue his meddling in our affairs, I believe we may find our peers and colleagues more receptive to our proposals. Perhaps I shall begin with another trip to the vault to inquire about them reconsidering my petition to grant Lady Laviva the opportunity to speak with the Enclave. We all have our strengths, Yankinar. None can deny yours is convincing seemingly sane people to do your bidding. Catkex here is a testament to that. I look forward to hearing of your progress. As for myself, there's still some questions I need answered. First being, how exactly did Forlamore come into contact with the Charlian assassins? Quimperin, attend me. I wish to visit Foundation and learn if there have been any sightings of suspicious foreigners. Might I suggest Catkex do the same here at the Observatorium? Perhaps a second call to our new ally will help mine uncle recall aught he may have permitted. Pretermitted in the heat of the previous moment. What's that? Pretermitted? What the? Never seen that word before. Cool though. I think we'll leave it here though for the Astro stuff. That's pretty nice though, but we've got all the Astro stuff unlocked now. So we got Sinistry, Divination, now we've got Astrodyne as well. Very cool. I haven't actually cast Divination yet. Very pretty. And this is of course the new Endwalker Divination, which is simply 6% damage buff for everyone. No setup. Nothing required. It just works. It does its job. The new setup with these seals is going into Astrodyne, which is you need to build up 3 seals, and depending on how many types you get different buffs. So for 1 sign type, you get MP recovery. For 2 sign types, you additionally get 10% reduced spell cast and recast time. And for 3 different types, you also get 5% damage and healing, which is obviously what you want to try to get. So that's the best thing. Cool. Right. That was fun, but Let's sage it up, boys. Let's sage it up. It's time for sage. Let's do it. To Limsa. So we have all the sage quests to do now, too. Let's see. I'm curious how the sage quest will compare. I think this is where I want to go. Oh my god, the noises. Get out of here. Get out of here, quick. The noises. I've gone the wrong way. I panicked and went the wrong way, didn't I? Wait, where am I going? I'm supposed to go to middle. Alright, let's just teleport. I'm too scared to go back through Limsa. After those noises. It's too scary. Oh god. Alright, sage time. I remember the horde of people that were here unlocking Sage last time. It's probably empty now. But yeah, I never picked up the quest, and I think there was a level 80 quest. Oh, there's a couple of people. Lala Ding Dong here. Okay, Lala Ding Dong has a mind to introduce you to the Sage's armor. Oh, she's going to teach me how to play Sage. Ah, well. Ha, funny that. I already did that. I learned. Pretty cool. I see the crystal has imparted to you its knowledge as expected. Excellent. You're ready to embark on your training, and naturally begins with the armaments, a set of short staves known as newliths. Newliths trace their roots to healers of Eld, who employed naturally occurring objects of power known as adderstones. These stones, which harbor spiritual energy, were placed around the sick and ailing to create an etheric confluence through which the healer channeled her magics. From this primitive design, newliths gradually evolved into their present form. While their construction is far more sophisticated, the basic principle remains unchanged. In practice, the sage wields newliths as an extension of her mind, sending them darting through the air to weave the arcane patterns through which she unleashes advanced magics. And they shoot laser beams, which is pretty cool. If they sound difficult to wield, well, it's because they are. Even the Studium's most talented require years of training to become proficient. But you have an advantage that transcends talent. The crystal has chosen you. With its knowledge, the technique will come more naturally to you than others. Now, as much as I'd like to have you try your hand with the newliths at once, I've just received promising intelligence from command. Yeah, Alphino picks it up instantly as well. Yeah, pretty much. Apparently, our fugitives have taken themselves to Idleshire in the Dravanian hinterlands. Let's make our way there at once. I actually think, again, like Flourishy, I think that does tie in, right? It does tie into what I feel is the right choice for your first zone for Endwalker. I really feel like doing Labyrinthos and Charlian first is the correct choice. Because it makes sense, just story-wise, that like you finish in Charlian and it's like we've reached a dead end, we gotta wait for the other guys to come back, and Alphino and Alizé get like their gifts and Alphino becomes the sage. But then when you finish the second zone, it was like, we gotta go to the dungeon straight away. You know, we gotta go to the dungeon. But like if you did that first, you'd be like, we gotta go to the dungeon. But wait, no, we're going to postpone for ages. Be quite odd. Whereas it makes sense that you go, we gotta go to the dungeon, and then Alphino's like, I'm ready to go to the dungeon. I know how to be a sage now. I've been practicing. You're like, okay, that makes sense that you're practicing, because we did the quest in that order. These are one of the singing cluster things. I'll grab this on my way past. Sure, why not? For one whole singing cluster. Whole singing cluster. How's my old journal doing? Oh, there we go, another one. Okay, we got 3. Not bad, not bad. Oh, I need to send my retainers on a mission as well. Great. Now we do the quest. So this is Idleshire. The tales do not do the place justice. Truly impressive what the goblins and their fellow scavengers have managed to build upon the ruins of our colony. To the task at hand. As I mentioned before, we've reason to believe that the fugitives have recently passed through this town, may even still be here. For the sake of efficiency, I suggest we split up and search. I'll see to the town south if you could tend to the north. Okay. Search for fugitives, okay. I don't quite remember what the very first stage quest was about, but we'll figure it out as we go. Help, somebody please, I need help. Did you hear that? Ooh, she's got 2 different colored eyes. Oh. Oh. Evil Sage. Ooh, he's a bunny boy. Evil bunny boy Sage. That man's in trouble. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Stop this at once. Yo! Look at me go. A sage's barrier? Alright, Naomi, no worries. Loifa. Too many eyes and ears. We best leave. That guy looks like something out of Mad Max. I don't know who you are and I don't care. Do not get in our way again. You've been warned. Wait! I actually like a lot how they're weaving teleportation into a lot more of these stories now. I think that's been a good improvement. Rather than being sort of like a thing that's half acknowledged but not fully acknowledged, the fact that it's actually playing a key role in a lot of the stories. It makes a lot more sense, seeing as it's something that we do all the time. Hello, refined man. Let me help you. Thank you. Had you not intervened when you did, I dread to think what might have become of me. Permit me to introduce myself. Paldrene of Charlian at your service. Truly? I'm Charlian too, a recent graduate of the studium in fact. Would you mind telling us what happened? Ooh, that an alumna should come to my rescue. Thaliak watches over his own. As to what happened, what is there to say? I was going about my business when they set upon me, without warning or provocation. I see. What is your business, if you do not mind my asking? Healing. The provision of it, that is. I'm a sage, you see. I travel the realm, providing treatment gratis to those who cannot afford it. A sage, besides. Speaking of which, one of your assailants, the Vieira man, also wielded sage magic. Was he known to you? No, I'd never so much as laid eyes upon him before. I do have an inkling, however, as to why the villains have come here. If they use the sage's art for ill, then their destination is like to be Saint Mokian's Arboretum. The Arboretum? What could they possibly seek in that abandoned place? Following the Exodus, the cultivation of certain plants became forbidden in Charlian, but that which can no longer be found in the motherland still grows freely there, among which are potent but dangerous herbs. I see. That does stand to reason, and I dare say it was for your knowledge that the fugitives attacked you. Okay. You too are a sage, yet you do not appear to be Charlian. How did you come by your soul crystal? The good people of Physis Technon had entrusted the crystal to me. When it exhibited a strong resonance in Katkex's presence, I in turn entrusted it to her. Then you were chosen to inherit. Is aught amiss, Master Faldrenet? No, 'tis nothing. I was but struck by the remarkable providence to have crossed paths with sages so far from home. Ours is a reclusive nation, after all. Our policy to observe, not interfere. That did not sit well with me, so I left Charlian behind, as the great Master Louis Soir once did. And though I'd never dare equate myself to him, I too believe it is my duty to alleviate suffering in the world. So that's what brought you to Eorzea. You're a noble soul, Master Faldrenet, and I commend your resolve. Well, I must return to the road. I thank you again for coming to my aid. Till next we meet, let's both endeavor to seek out new knowledge and possibilities for the betterment of mankind. For the glory of mankind! Let's head to St. Mokian's Arboretum at once. Given what we know of the fugitives, I consider that they might be after knowledge sealed in the Great Google Library, but Master Faldrenet presents a compelling theory. And for an all but for proven theory of my own, our quarry have clearly enhanced themselves with sage magic. I'd suspected as much given what they stole, but the leader's actions earlier leave little room for doubt. Not that it gives us any greater insight into who they are or their ultimate goal. Regardless, to use a sage's soul crystal for ill is unforgivable. I'll not rest until these criminals have been brought to justice. Right, to the Arboretum. Our mission aside, I dare say it will be an ideal place for your training. Okay, let's go. We actually have to run there. Okay. By the scholar, so this is St. Mokian's Arboretum. From the illustrations, I did not think it would be so immense. It may interest you to know that this place holds special meaning to sages. From ancient strains to crossbred creations, myriad medicinal plants have been cultivated within its halls. Alas, in the wake of the Exodus 15 years ago, this once magnificent institution has fallen into ruin. Still, there's a certain charm in seeing nature reassert her dominion. Why, it must be a veritable menagerie of rare wildlife within. I should like to spend a day studying them, field guide in hand. Ahem, forgive me, this isn't a field trip but a mission. Our objective is to find the fugitives and, failing that, clues that will lead us to them. Please see to your preparations. A spot of practice with your spells would not go astray. Then we shall venture in. Okay, good. Well, I know how Sage works. We're all good. Let's go. If you're ready, let's venture forth. Okay, good. It's going to save our progress if we fail. Cool. Very fun. All right. Nice. Duty commenced. Her assumption's correct. The fugitives have come and may still be here. Keep your eyes peeled, your guard up. Yo, this place is really cool. Look at this. These halls are home to dangerous creatures. I'll draw their attention. You may focus on applying your techniques. Oh, I've been synced down to 70, so I've actually lost a few spells here. That's fine. Right, let's put Cardia on her. There we go, so she's protected. Shall we practice some summonutical fundamentals? Cast Cardia on me. There you go. The residual ether of your attacks will be channeled unto me, healing my wounds as you deal damage to our foes. Yep. Nice. This is a fun little tutorial, actually, on how to play a job. It's a clever idea. Yes, just so. Let's continue on. They did the same sort of thing with Reaper. I think it's good. It's good. One thing that's a bit awkward is that you don't have the party frame. It would be helpful if there was that. Sizable fiend ahead. I believe this calls for a barrier. Use Eucrasia and cast Eucrasian Diagnosis. Here we go. Excellent. Now we may proceed with confidence. Okay, we can see her health bar. It's only a little awkward. Nothing of note here. Let's head deeper into the Arboretum. Yeah, pretty straightforward. One thing I love is these little extra details, like the flowers and stuff. It is actually quite noticeable in Endwalker how much more detailed the environment is. Fiends ahead, please watch my back. I've got you, don't you worry. Actually does seem to take a decent amount of damage. Play it safe. Review. Impressive. To see how well you wield your newlets, one would not think you a novice. No, I'm actually level 80. Yeah, I'm actually level 80. Yeah, actually gonna level a whole bunch already. Sorry about that. Ooh, this is pretty. Look at these big lily pads. This is very cool. No fiends here, but what might this be? Peculiar trace. Okay. Some manner of plant seems to have been harvested here. I can't identify it by the remaining parts, however. There may be other clues nearby. We should investigate further. Okay. Someone knelt there, perhaps to draw water. Okay, the edge, this one. Flurries of tiny bubbles break the water's surface regular intervals. Some manner of creature hiding under the lily pad. Oh. Uh-oh, there's something underneath us? Oh, that's kind of scary. More of the same plan taken. What could it possibly be? Bottom of the pool is an animal carcass overgrown with plant life. It fell in while foraging for food. Oh, did it fall in or get pulled in? Fine scorch marks are an evidence on the leafage, reminiscent of those left by sage magics. Okay. Traces of ice. Someone recently fought here, a proficient wielder of magic. So it's the people we're following. They had a thaumaturge and a sage. The fugitives may be close. Be on your guard. Fugitives, in the name of the Forum, I demand you surrender yourselves at once. Of all the weapons to bear against us, no matter. I warned you once, I won't warn you again. Okay. I've got this. Stand back. Very well. Alright, let's do it. Bomb. Sounds like it might hit AoE. What's he up to there? Arm of the Scholar. Oh, are the others gonna join in? Sure. Oh yeah, they're joining in, alright. Got him, though. Ooh, now we fight two of them. Cool. Put some heals rolling, why not? This guy doesn't seem to be doing much. There he goes. Oh shit. She's half dead. Look at that. There you go. Oh shit. Yeah, we have to subdue this guy first. Yeah. Seems to be... He has very strong healing. have him, though. Got him. Now we can do this guy. I'd say this fight was actually probably pretty hard. Like, if you weren't at all familiar with Sage, I'd say people struggle with this one. Bam. We got him, though. Loifa, we don't have time for this. You held your own against the Enhanced. The Enhanced. But aye, that's enough sport for now. The mission takes precedence. Confound it, not again. Does he is Alphino's gear the same as just the normal Sage gear? It looks like maybe it is. That looks almost identical to what Alphino has. What's this? The pouch they dropped contained a plant, what they came for, I shouldn't doubt. 'Tis some manner of herb, but none I've seen in the course of my studies. And as I made my way out, I also stumbled upon what appears to be a diary by the entrance. Though much of its contents are magically obfuscated, I could make out some semanutical terms, so we may assume it belonged to a sage. As we continue our pursuit, I'll work on lifting the enchantment. When you've a moment, please feel free to peruse the contents in Idleshire. On that note, let's head back to the settlement. Okay. We should just fly back. It's right there. That was actually really fun though, and I'm liking this mystery. I'm very intrigued. Like, I'm wondering, are these guys like good guys? Are they bad guys? It's quite funny doing this right after doing those Astrologian quests where the Forum were the bad guys. And now we do this quest where we're helping the Forum. Am I going the right way? Yeah. I've dispatched the plant to Charlian for identification. When we learn what it is, I believe we'll gain insight into the villain's objective. Now, tell me, Catkex, have you been practicing with the Nulets while I wasn't looking? I ask because, even with the crystal's knowledge, you demonstrated remarkable proficiency. Does she always say this? Maybe. I wonder if this is a reference that we're much over-leveled. Regardless, 'tis plain you've a gift for the art. The sages whose memories reside in the crystal must be beaming with pride. Though sometimes I cannot help but wonder, if the sage's art was created for the betterment of mankind, why then does it incorporate techniques which inflict harm? And the fugitives, what could have compelled them to spurn our homeland's prescribed policy as Master Louisoix and Master Valdrene have? Ugh, I'm mused to no avail. It'll be a while before we hear back regarding the plant. Until we do, please take the opportunity to continue honing your skills. As you go about your training, remember to heed the voices within your soul crystal. Do so, and your predecessors will surely grant you the wisdom to protect those you hold dear. Diary of a Sage is now available for perusal. More entries become legible as you progress through the story. Yo, what? Is it in the collection? No, no, where is Diary of a Sage? Is it... Where's that? Oh, it's right there on the table. Entries 1 to 2. Okay. A young child was brought in today, so very young to be suffering so. If anyone can save her, 'tis we sages of Fisnus Technon, and save her we will. Though it took many days and repeated treatments, we've managed to stabilize our most recent patient. We adapted the Eucrasia spell, as my clever husband proposed, and it worked wonders. His brilliance truly belies his youth. Despite being 50 years my junior, he's already achieved so much. Okay, that's it so far, I guess. Okay, Lala Ding Dong has more info. Wonderful timing, Catkex. Remember that mystery plant I sent to Charlian for analysis? I received the results not long ago. It was muskmalloy, a herb that possesses potent ether-fortifying properties. Owing to its effects, its cultivation was outlawed some years ago. 'Tis most certainly why the fugitives came to Eorzea. Unable to obtain the herb in Charlian, they decided to procure it from the Arboretum. They likely intend to use it in conjunction with the Soul Crystal to further enhance themselves. Though their motives are still a mystery, the fact remains that they've already caused harm and will continue to do so until they are brought to justice. Now, as they fail to obtain muskmalloy here, they'll need to look elsewhere. I'm pleased to say my informer has helped me to identify an apothecary who deals in the herb, and whom I suspect our quarry will seek out. This individual is a resident of Lost Hope in central Thanalan, and that is where we shall take ourselves next. Mark my words, they won't escape this time. I'll suffer them to misuse the sage's noble art no longer, and much less with that soul crystal. Ahem, if we're to catch the fugitives, we best hurry. That said, we should take a moment to regroup and prepare at Blackbrush Station before heading on to Lost Hope. Okay. We want to go... Oh, I've got so many freaking quests. It's this one. Damn, I've no idea. New ways to spend crafter scripts? I presume there's like max level gear you can get with crafter scripts, surely. But I don't know. Good God, such a dry and dusty place this is. What I wouldn't give for a bath right now. Wah, how long have you been here? I mean, 'tis well that you're here. Ahem. I've already replenished my supplies, so if you're ready, we may begin looking for the apothecary at once. A Hyoran woman whose facial tattoo should mark her out. The fugitives are like to be searching for her too. Must find her before they... That woman yonder fits the description, but something appears to be amiss. Let's investigate. Oh, max level gear is purple scripts. Oh, which is different. Ah, I see. Help me, please. What ails you, madam? I was dealing with a customer when a group of bandits attacked us. I managed to flee, but he's still at their mercy. Worry not, we'll help you. Pray, lead the way. Thank you. It could only be them. Bum bum bum. Ah. It is indeed them. But wait, is that Master Falternay? What? Oh. Was he working with them all along? Oh no, they're confronting him again. I'm guessing maybe he's the bad guy. That's my guess, my prediction. But we'll see. It's over, villains. Lay down your arms, or else. Or else, what? Answer me one thing. What is this all for? Why go to such lengths and forsake everything you had to obtain power? Why wield such power against good, well-meaning souls? Good? Well-meaning? You know nothing about us. Nothing. You're just fools who believe everything you've been fed. I'm beginning to regret sparing you. Do you feel it? The weight of the sacred duty to strive for the betterment of mankind and stand as a beacon of hope. To play with people's lives. Do you feel it? The weight of the sin? You would speak of sin? To do naught when a life might be saved, that is the greatest sin. Every day unfortunate souls die without reason, at fate's whim. 'Tis the sage's duty to fight this injustice by whatever means he may. If you understand this, then it's not too late for you. You may yet make something of your lives. Shut your mouth. Ooh. Ooh. Newlith Jewel. If you're determined to protect that wretch, then I'll consider you complicit. Wait, I know you. Whoa, what? Well, that's not terrifying at all. Rather too close to the settlement for comfort. I fear for the civilians. They wouldn't stand a chance against such a fiend, as they would well know. You bastard! Ooh. No, don't let him provoke you. Ooh, so something happened. Ugh. Urgh. Oh shit. Stay with me. Listen to my voice. We must lure the beast elsewhere and tend to it. Catkex, would you mind assisting me? Yeah, I definitely don't trust this guy. Go. I have the situation here in hand. Yeah, I feel like it seems to me that these kids are trying to get revenge for something that this dude did before. This highly suspicious man. I guess I get Clutkex out, huh? He's been left out. Oh, thank you, my friend. Well fought. I dare say you're a born sage. Fascinating. But come, we should return to the others. Villains may not remain stricken for long. Yeah, like it's trying way too hard to call them villains. My suspicions have been aroused. Their conditions unchanged. We should probably take advantage of this and apprehend them. But this symptom... Hold on. I'm getting us out of here. We're fine, Loifa. No, you're not, and you know it. It's the enhancement, isn't it? I know something of the procedure, of its potency, and the harm it causes. There's a limit to the amount of corporeal ether a living being can harbor. As we grow up, it waxes. As we grow old, it wanes. A gradual, gentle process, if allowed to function in the natural fashion. But complications may arise when one forcibly fortifies that ether, as a rogue healer was rumored to have been doing with live subjects some years ago. Aha. Yep. The man used an unproven procedure on countless souls, a forbidden procedure known only to a few select sages. Yep. Though he succeeded in a few instances, those subjects suffered from debilitating side effects, but those rumors were denounced by the Forum as baseless, and yet... So unlike the Forum to be liars, oh my god. You'll believe anything they tell you, won't you? Naive fools. What? Can you stand? This paladin has a jaunty cap. She has a very jaunty cap. Wait, please. It's really you, isn't it? Mahoud. Ansel. Yes, it is. My children. Oh, how you've grown. Oh, shit. Thank the 12 you're alive. No way, man. Her kids? And they've been missing for years? Or they're just gonna teleport away? Yeah, so clearly this dude, whatever his name is, Faldrene, clearly he was like this rogue scientist doing these crazy experiments. These kids were some of his victims, and now they're trying to take him down and stop him, and I don't know, yeah. That seems to be where it's going. I had the perfect chance to apprehend the fugitives, to complete my mission, but I couldn't. It seems you know them, the ones called Mahoud, and Ansel. Of course, they're my adopted children. They were orphaned at a young age, and I took them in and raised them as my own. Though none of us were related by blood, we became as close a family as any. Ours was a quiet, comfortable life. Then one day Mahoud fell sick. She had a raging fever and grew weaker with every passing moment. Ether spurn, the illness is called. I've read about it. A rare disease wherein the body becomes unable to draw ether from food. There's no known cure, only palliative care. Oh, man. Our troubles didn't end there. Even as we were struggling to look after Mahoud, a fell beast attacked our settlement. Ansel tried to protect his sister and was badly hurt. The Chirurgeon said that he would be bedridden for the rest of his days. I didn't know what to do. Without the coin to care for them, my mind went to dark places. I began thinking of how I might spare them the pain, spare us all. It was in that state that he found me, a kindly traveler. A healer? Is it this man beside us? Yes. He offered to help Mahoud and Ansel and refused what little payment I tried to give. He also said that their condition demanded special care and facilities. It would take years, many years. Desperate as I was, I accepted without hesitation, and so he left with my children. It was hard not knowing what became of them, wondering if I'd made the right choice, but I clung to the hope that one day we would be reunited, and we were. We were. Oh, to finally see them again is... I haven't the words for it. It matters not that they've changed. The healer, what was his name? Gildivane, he called himself. A healer of some renown in his native Charlian, I believe. A truly touching tale. Where there's life, there's hope, would you not agree? Now, she doesn't seem to recognize him, though. Now then, if I'm no longer needed here, I shall return to making my rounds. Maybe he was the guy's apprentice or something. Till next time, my aspiring sage. Like, his robe looks way too evil for him to be a good guy. But she didn't recognize him, so he's not the person. So there goes that theory. I believe the danger's past, but for good measure, I'll ask the Immortal Flames to keep an eye on the area. We're in your debt. Now, if you do not mind telling me, was this your first time meeting Master Faldrene? Oh no, he's a regular of mine, introduced by an acquaintance, and when he comes, he always takes a moment to treat those who are unwell. To have so many kindly healers, Charlian must be a wonderful place indeed. And who is this acquaintance of yours, if I may ask? A merchant in Aileport. Master Faldrene buys alchemical ingredients from him, rare items sourced directly from Thavner. I see. Out of curiosity, what did Master Faldrene buy from you this time? Oh, just the usual. A few sprigs of muskmalloy. He was actually the one who told me where to get the herb. Says it's used to treat certain serious illnesses. This is the stuff. Oh boy. Well, if you'll excuse me, I must be returning to my stall. I don't know when, but I know my children will return. I must work hard if I'm to give us better lives. Dot dot dot. Let's return to Idleshire for now. Recent events have given me much to ponder. I believe the words we're looking for are hella sus. I think it's how the kids say it these days. Hella sus. Right. Nope. Catkex, ashamed though I am to admit this, I'm no longer certain of the truth. It wasn't Loifa and his accomplices who sought Muska Malloy, but Master Faldrene. No, what the fugitives want is Master Faldrene himself. Clearly they bear grievance against him. If those despicable rumors were true, one of ours was actually... But the Forum was adamant in their denial. They surely wouldn't. My mind's running amok. Forgive me, I need a moment to rein in my thoughts. Poisoned gifts. Catkex, pray forgive me my earlier bewilderment. If you do not mind, I would review the situation as it stands. We've been laboring under the assumption that Loifa and his companions have come to Eorzea to further enhance themselves in their pursuit of forbidden power. To that end, they seek to procure muskmalloy, which they would use in conjunction with the stolen soul crystal. But it wasn't the muskmalloy that they wanted. No, what they wanted was the man who wanted it, Master Faldrene. Using the herb as a lead, they went to the Arboretum in anticipation of their quarry's arrival, and failing to find him there, they made their way to Lost Hope. Such is my theory at any rate. What do you make of all this? Yeah, I don't think they're criminals, they're victims. It's what it looks like to me. So you think so too. There's something else, Catkex. The rumors I mentioned of a Charlian healer who conducted heinous procedures on live subjects. After sharing recent developments with Command, they reopened the investigation and have, to our considerable shock and surprise, confirmed there appears to be some truth to them after all. The villain went to great lengths to conceal his operation, thus did he manage to elude the authorities for years. The man's identity is yet to be conclusively ascertained. We have a suspect, a sage who disappeared from Charlian shortly before our fugitive first appeared, a sage by the name of Gildivane. Yes, the same Gildivane who took Mahoud and Ansel into his care, I expect. If they were victims of his experiments, they would have every reason to follow him to the ends of the world. While much of this is conjecture, goes far towards explaining that which we know. Let us proceed on this assumption, and have the truth of the man at the heart of recent incidents, Faldrene. According to the apothecary, 'twas a merchant in Aileport who introduced them. We find this merchant, we may also find Faldrene, to Filbrand. This is a fun little mystery. This is a fun mystery. I'm liking it. A lot, actually. This is cool. Entries 3 to 5. The child has taken a turn for the worse. Her corporeal ether wanes at an alarming rate, and she cannot keep food down, having vomited all she has been given. Though we're able to keep her with us, it's not but a stopgap measure. I reviewed past cases in all existing literature, but found no effective treatment. It must be something we can do. Something no one has yet thought to try. Muskmalloy may be the answer, We Vieira have used this medicinal herb since ancient times, though potentially poisonous. Through refinement, we should be able to suppress the adverse effects. Ooh. Ooh. Yep, things are getting interesting. This is a lot more intriguing to me than the Reaper quest was, to be honest. I'm liking this one more, for sure. So this is Aileport, one of Vilbrun's foremost trading hubs. Ah, how I should like to take in the sights, but that must wait. We have work to do. We must try to find this merchant before Faldrene does. As I recall, the man deals in Thavnaran wares. Let us begin by... Healer! Send for a healer! You're a healer? Good. We've got us some badly hurt folk just outside, attacked by the looks of it. Can you go and tend to them? Might be as whoever did this is still near, so watch yourselves. I'm going to raise the alarm. Oh. Oh. Loifa beat up, huh? What in the world happened? We're too late to help the merchant. But Loifa, you can still save him. Yet our earlier speculation was simply that, speculation. We do not know for certain what he and his companions seek to accomplish. What we do know, however, is that they took a life in Charlian. They are murderers. I know it's not my place to pass judgment, but... they took her from me, my mother. He was right. I am a fool. I thought I was strong enough to keep my feelings out of it. Wait, did he protect me? Oh, was he the one who shielded me? Oh, I thought I shielded myself, but it was Loifa that shielded me when his friend threw the fireball. I didn't realize that. He protected me. Let's go. He can't tell us anything if he's dead. Better to find the truth. Yes, we cannot have justice without the truth. For my mother and all others who have suffered, not least of all. Yeah, we need to find out what actually went on. We can't just let people die until we need to find out exactly what happened. Forgive me my indecision, Catkex. Please, render Loifa your aid. Like, we could easily have everything ass backwards, as far as we know. Oh, I guess I should heal him. Heal him, huh? There you go, have the diagnosis. Easy. Are you alright? Mahoud and Ansel, where are they? They were not here when we arrived, only the merchant. It was too late for him, but Catkex was able to save you. Will you tell us what happened? Who was it that attacked you? Gildevane, who else? That bastard is still out there because of you, and now... So it is as we had suspected. Faldrene is Gildevane. Finally ready to accept it, are you? The only confusing thing... Oh, okay, here we... Never mind. He can change his face and his name. There's no changing the monster he is. Okay, so he can alter his body. Okay. Huh. Still masquerading as a kind-hearted healer, a wolf in sheep's clothing who preys upon the vulnerable for his vile experiments. So you were indeed his test subjects. I'm sorry. Had I known, I... Save your apology. It won't bring Mahout and Ansel back. When we confronted Gildevane, they shielded me from his magic. He must have taken them. I couldn't do anything. For all the power and the sacrifice, I couldn't do a damn thing. What are you talking about? I was born with the disease of the lungs. As I grew, so did it worsen, until I had but a few moons left to live. It was then that Gildevane appeared before us, before me and my master. With the wisdom of Charlian, he could cure me, he said. Having believed for so long I never had a chance, I wasn't sure how to feel, but my master was overjoyed. And seeing that joy, for the first time I wanted to live, for him, for me. But we were fooled. In the guise of treatment, Gildevane subjected me to a dangerous procedure to fortify my ether. I wasn't the only one. There were others. So many others. But one after another they disappeared, until only a few of us remained. We who survived had been more than cured. We'd been given unnatural powers. I was twice as strong as any man, could channel magics with ease. For all the good it did, I was no match for Gildevane and his tricks. Worse still, I couldn't protect Mahout and Ansel. If this life is my reward for all the suffering and sacrifice, I'd have been better off dead. He's an emo bunny. Mahout and Ansel still need you. You can't give up now. Yeah, it's not over yet, my friend. We can still write this. Help me, please. Aww. Aw, poor Luifa. I want to save them, but I can't do it alone. I need help, so please. If Gildevane went to the trouble of making Mahout and Ansel, it can only mean one thing. He means of trouble of taking them. He means to experiment on them again. We can't let that happen. We have to find them and save them. Wait, even if we manage to ascertain Gildevane's whereabouts, the fact remains the three of you together couldn't overpower him. We cannot expect to fare much better. In all likelihood, he himself is also enhanced. If we are to confront him, we must have a foolproof plan. Do you not agree, Cacax? Kind of interesting as well. I feel like there were some kind of Xenos-esque themes of like being enhanced and, you know, hungering to feed on people and fattening them up to feed and stuff. From the Reaper and the Sage questlines, there's both strong, I feel like, strong references to Xenos, possibly Fandaniel as well, I'm not sure, but it's very interesting the way they design these stories. Very well. For now, I ask you to return to Idleshire. I'll join you there after briefing the Yellow Jackets on the situation. Alright, back to Idleshire. I feel like they did it very intentionally to kind of echo the Xenos stuff pretty much. Tidings from Command, Catkex. They've confirmed that Gildevane used muskmalloy in his procedure. Despite his attempts to destroy all evidence of his crimes, traces of the herb were found in his laboratory. Furthermore, no records exist of a healer named Faldrene. If ever there was any doubt it was a false identity, there's none now. In hindsight, we should have tried to explain everything to you, but we didn't know who to trust. Even if you had attempted to convince me, I doubt I would have listened. Oh, I didn't even see him. He's underneath this other person. I doubt I would have listened. I saw what I wanted to see, believed what I needed to believe. Even with the mounting evidence, I wavered over whether we should save you. My mother would have been ashamed to see what I'd become. I took up the shield because I wanted to protect all life, just as she did in her dying breath. Your mother was a warrior like you. She was a healer. The soul crystal you took, it was hers. Then the woman that day was your mother. Gildevane had already fled, Charlian. We were attempting to escape when one of our comrades collapsed in pain. Someone chanced to see us, another sage at Physis Technon. Suspicious though we must have looked, she rushed to our aid without hesitation. Our companion, he flew into a frenzy and we couldn't stop him. I tried to save her, the gods know I did, but with the last of her strength, she pressed the crystal into my hand. Forgive me. And there's naught to forgive. She did what she had always done, what she believed was right. If she had any regrets, it would doubtless be that she couldn't help you sooner. As for the crystal, she clearly wished for you to have it. She must have seen something in you in that moment. 'Tis my hope that you'll carry on her legacy and fight for the future of all lives. The future of all lives. I shall dedicate my efforts to locating Gildevane. Until I do, please continue practicing your skills, the better to be prepared for when we face him. Cool. Okay. Well, that put everything in perspective. Okay, that answered a lot of questions. The muskmalloy has arrived. As expected, it's highly effective in strengthening one's ether, but so too does it poison. Must find a way to separate its beneficial constituents, else it cannot be administered for any extended period. We administered a diluted extract of muskmalloy after the patient fell unconscious. Though she awakened a few hours later, she was extremely agitated and it took several people to subdue her. We can no longer dismiss the inherent risks in the treatment. We must submit a report to the studium on the dangers of muskmalloy ere someone else repeats our mistake. The pain has returned worse than before. The disease eats away at me. I fear I do not have much time left, yet there's still much to do. So very much. Oh dear. Catkex, you'll be pleased to hear that, in response to my latest report, my superiors have decided to spare no resources in the hunt for Gildevane. A remarkable change of policy, given how they once considered the rumors to warrant only a cursory investigation before being dismissed. But in any event, with their assistance, it is only a matter of time before we find our man. While we await developments, I ask that you continue honing your skills. Okay. I can't stand to be idle. I'll join you if you're not averse. No, not at all. We'd welcome it, in fact. Catkex can go no further with my limited knowledge. She would benefit from your guidance. I dare say you stand to gain from the experience as well. As to how you might train, may I suggest lending a helping hand to the locals? The Dravanian hinterlands are home to many treasure hunters. Theirs is a dangerous line of work. They often find themselves in trouble. If you speak with their representative, Midnight Dew, she'd be able to direct you to her fellows who may require assistance. You're familiar with this Midnight Dew, yes? Lead the way. Oh, okay. They do not have the escort quest technology implemented yet, though, for this one. Cool, though. Cool. Hello, Mr. Midnight Dew. Or Mrs. Midnight Dew, I should say. Madam Dew. He's with you, I take it. Something I can help you with? Oh, you want to help us? Aye, well, it's true enough. Wanting to make quick coin, there's some as bite off more than they can chew. As a matter of fact, a few hunters have yet to return. I'd a mind to go and look for them. Reckon you could take care of it in my stead? Much obliged. Some especially nasty fiends have been out and about of late. I'm hoping our friends haven't run afoul of them. Friends, I say, but we're more like family, and family looks after family. Aye, that they do. Watch yourselves out there, eh? And thanks again. To think that by subjecting me to the procedure, Gildavane gave me the ability to wield sage magic, power to heal and to harm. I'll repay this gift by doing just that. With his death, his victims will finally be able to move on. But those are thoughts for another day. Let's be off and see if we can't find these hunters, and any fiends that may be stalking them. Okay. Beat fiends in the answering quarter. I'm on it. Are the ventures done? Ah, our ventures are done. Aha. How are they doing on levels as well? So, Butler Keck's up to 36. He's getting there. He's a long way to go, but he's getting there. I think he gets a level basically every venture. He's 37 now after turning that one in. Okay, cool. He's actually outpaced Bunkex quickly enough. Poor Bunkex. Poor Bunkex. Okay. Where is this? Ah, it's just right in front of us. Ah, yes, I see it now. Aha. Definitely not too much of these quests at Sage. It wouldn't even break my shield so I could cast Toxicon. I guess because I'm not synced down is part of it. Though it's a level 78 quest, so... Healer with Diagnosis. Okay, there we go. The only time we'll ever cast it in non-Eucrasian form. Thank you. I thought I'd be able to handle the fiends. How wrong I was. I owe you my life. You can be sure I'll sing your praises to all who listen. Fare you well. Glad we could help her, spare her family the sorrow. Come, let's continue. Okay, down this way. I was hoping that Loifa would fight. We'll see if we do some like interesting battle with the two of us. Hopefully he's not just sort of standing watching each time. It looks like he might be. Okay. I'll put the shield on, but like I said, I don't know if they can break it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Alright. A terrible wound. There's no time for training. I'll take care of it. Oh. Are you alright? What? I'm alive? How? Was it you? Was what, that healed you? Yes, well, you were in a bad way and I... Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. My wife, she's with child, our firstborn. I wanted to earn as much coin as I could to provide for my family. In my haste, I got reckless, took on jobs that were still beyond me, but thanks to you, I still have my life, and my family still have me. No more stupid risks. I won't squander the future you've given us. My thanks again, and the 12 bless you. He's a lot to live for, doesn't he? You know, I used to dream about the future I knew I'd never see. About overcoming my illness and protecting the forest as a wood warder, as is the duty of Vieira men. I wanted to repay my people for not giving up on me, my tribe and my master. I allowed myself to hope when I went with Gildevane, until the dream died once and for all in his laboratory, alongside those who were sacrificed in the pursuit of his twisted ambition. For the betterment of mankind, that depraved fiend took everything from me. Since then, I've been bent upon revenge. Save that, there is no purpose for my sage's power. Since meeting you and Lala, I feel as though I'm beginning to understand why this soul crystal was given to me. The hope that all might live to know a better tomorrow. There is a warmth and comfort in that, and a purpose. I won't fail again. I won't fall again. Not when my friends, my family, need me. Come what may, I will protect them. For that purpose, and no other, will I use my power. This I swear upon the crystal. Soon we must confront Gildevane. If we're to triumph, we must trust each other with our lives. Are you prepared to trust yours to me? I'll do the best a fool can. You're still sore about that? I didn't realize you were so sensitive. I'm sorry, alright? Well, I believe that's enough training for one day. Let's head back to Idleshire. Hopefully Lala's allies have made progress. Okay, so this was a pretty filler side quest, but sort of just here to humanize him a bit. That's okay. That's okay. Ah, you're both back. Good. I have news to share regarding the hunt for Gildevane. First of all, we've located the villain. With the aid of a fellow operative, we measured unusual etheric activity in a cave in the Dravanian Forelands. This is where he made his base, and holds Mahoud and Ansel. The two are alive, but more than that we could not ascertain. Hold on, my friends, we're coming to save you. We've also learned more about Gildevane himself from an acquaintance of his in yesteryear. According to said acquaintance, after graduating from the studium, Gildevane completed further studies in various fields, sumaneutics most notably. For his skill and knowledge, he was made a professor of the faculty. It was there that he met his wife, a fellow researcher and talented sage in her own right. But one day she fell gravely ill. Healers of various persuasions attempted to treat her, but her condition deteriorated rapidly. She passed away not a week later. Gildevane was not the same man after that. Whatever tragedy he's known, I can muster no sympathy for him. Nor would you if you'd seen the madness in his eyes, heard the malice in his voice. Mark my words, it wasn't for his wife that he mourned, but the loss of a valuable resource. That is all people are to Gildevain. So it seems. Whatever reason he may have had, he cannot be permitted to continue his depraved experiments. That being said, we cannot storm his cave just yet. His knowledge of Sumanutics makes him a dangerous opponent. We must be amply prepared. To that end, I've been working on countermeasure, but it will take a little longer to complete. Meanwhile, I must ask you for your patience and your faith. As much as I wish to save Mahad and Ansel, it would be meaningless if we lost anyone in the process, so please, believe in me. Alright, I'll wait. When it's all ready, we'll go and rescue Mahad and Ansel. Alright. Okay, let's just dive right in, pretty much. And we'll finally get This is the big appeal. Hey Karsten, it's going good, it's going good. We knocked out a bunch of Astrologian quests today, and I've got Sage up to 80, and we're about to finish the quest and get Panheima, which is the big reason to do the quest. Which is your AoE barrier, which is insanely powerful. Insanely powerful. My apologies for the wait, the countermeasure's ready. As it's quite delicate, however, I'll hold on to it until the moment of reckoning. Good. Let's make for Gildevain's lair at once. Has there been any further word on Mahad and Ansel? My fellow operative reports your friends are still alive, and together we'll ensure they remain so. Thank you, though to me they're more than just friends, they're family. Our destination lies in the northeast of the Duranian Forelands, where the Samal foothills meet the 100 Throws. The cave entrance is just west of the springs. Understood. I'll go on ahead and scout the area. Oh wow, you had a really tough time in the trial? Uh-oh. So the trial's pretty tough, huh? And we'll see how it goes. We also have this final entry to read. To my shame, I collapsed while treating the child. Do not recall ever seeing my husband so distressed. Touched though I am, I'd rather he didn't fuss over me. He knows my prognosis. As sages, it's our duty to fight for the future of all lives. Soon, I'll no longer be able to fight this fight. It's my hope that someone will carry on in my stead. To that end, I, Heitia, will pour myself into this soul crystal. My love, in case this is my last chance, I want you to know I'm glad I met you. You may be the happiest woman, and even should I be reborn, the rest of the page has been torn away. Ooh. Okay. To tail feather we go. I mean, the funny thing for me is that doing a blind trial has like absolutely no bother, because every single trial I've been doing for the past few months has been a blind trial. Let me actually check. I'm curious. If we look at trials for the previous expansions, so you had 53, 57, 63, 67, 73, 79. So actually about level 83. Level 83 is when I would roughly guess that we will probably hit our first trial. So I'm about to hit 82, so not too far off. Well, I think the main quests were still at level 81 stage, so... This is it, Catkex, Gildevain's lair. Remember, our chief concern is Mahad and Ansel's safety. As for the countermeasure, 'tis a set of garments imbued with a special enchantment to shield you from Gildevain's influence. Should the worst come to the worst, it will keep you safe, and our hopes alive. As I mentioned, they're rather delicate. I guarantee they'll last you this one battle. When you're ready to sally forth, I'll have you change into them. Okay. Is this like a little preview of the Sage gear? That's kind of funny. Some of your gear will be glamoured. Okay. Are you ready? I'm ready. Yeah, I have a feeling we're gonna be Glamored into sage gear. Cool. Yo, this is totally the sage armor. Mahoud, Ansel. Yeah. Grah. What have you done to them, you beatard? My, such anger, when you should instead feel joy for your friends. They've the opportunity to contribute to mankind's future. For the frailty of our flesh, so much knowledge and skill and experience are forever lost, an unconscionable and unacceptable waste. A lasting solution to the problem will not come without additional sacrifice. 'Tis unavoidable. But you, my friend, you are an invaluable living specimen. I give thanks for the opportunity to study you further. You like the evil guy's glamour? Yeah. He is like, I'm an evil, posh guy, down to a T. You monster, how many lives have been lost and torn apart at your twisted whims? The bad guys always have the most style. You play the part of the indignant moralist well. Pity. As a fellow Charlian, I held out hope that you at least would come to appreciate my vision. Alas, you're as short-sighted as the rest. No matter. You can yet serve a purpose, as a benchmark for my progress. Oh yes, all elements are present for a test of strength. Mahoud, Ansel, kill these self-righteous fools. Grah! Hold on, my friends, we'll save you. Should be possible to break Gildevain's control. Just need to find an opening. As for you, I thank you never to call me a fellow Charlian. Sickens me to think that you are a compatriot. My, the animosity's fairly palatable. I had best make myself scarce. Ooh, he had a fancy teleport. My. Okay. Probably want to shield her, huh? Sage's wisdom. Okay. Is that Catkex's sister? I know. Very like it. Very like it. Not in their right minds. Well, we knew that. No choice but to subdue them. This is tank me. Yeah, this gear looks very cool. I like it a lot. Oh, well. Okay, I guess I'm tanking this. I wanted to jump to her, but it didn't quite work. That didn't actually hurt, though. They could have made this quest require more healing. It's a bit weird in like the healer quest when you don't really need to heal. Oh, here we go, we need to heal here. we go. Just as I said it. Didn't I just say? Four elements. That sounds a little bit ominous. They're both joining it. Oh, I'm out of mana from casting so many damage spells. That's funny. Mahoud! Ansel! Hansel! Gretel! Forgive me. I didn't want to hurt you. Twould seem you possessed a heightened affinity for the sage's art. Ha! I should be blessed with such fine specimens for my research. Must see what else you can do. Yes, we must. Watch out! Did I shield him this time? Ha ha ha. What? We repaid him. Okay, that's good. Now we're even. Nice. Yeah, so he did save us. I thought I'd save myself before, but no, he saved us the first time. And now I get to save him back. That's actually super fun. I won't fail. Or won't fall. Not again. Through all the suffering and sacrifice, I'm still here. I'm still alive. As long as I live, I refuse to let anyone else die on me. What say you, Mahoud, Ansel? As if you needed to ask. Ah, they're back. Where you go, we follow. You know this. I believe in you too, Loifa. And you and Catkex both. Gildevane, you wanted to see what else we could do, right? Then come and find out. Yeah! Marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. Do not hold back, my dear subjects, for neither shall I. For the betterment of mankind, let's transcend the limits of our flesh together. Oh. Oh my. It's like Jekyll and Hyde, basically. Oh, hello. Whoa. Okay. Holy shit. He looks pretty cool. Get him, boys. He's casting new lids. He has new lids, does he? What, do we have to, like, intercept these? No. I don't know why. what I'm supposed to do here, to be honest. Just fire lasers. Oh, hello. I can move these to the side. Thing to do. Okay. Cool. Interesting mechanics, actually. Right scalpel. Aha. He has like scalpels, that's fine. Be creepy. Fun. Shield back on her. Again, the only issue here is they really need to figure out a way to have them show up in your party UI. Makes it much more fun. Where's he gone? There he is. Amputation. Okay, they're standing beside him, so it must be some center attack. That's exactly what it is, quite a broad center. Hypothermia. Oh, that hurt all of us. Let's use Pepsis to heal everyone up a bit. There we go. Big shields. Didn't take any damage. We've got shields left over, in fact. Probably overstacked that, to be honest. Oh, as soon as new, let's see. Craniotomy. Oh, what's this? I don't know what that means. He's taking control of their minds. That's not good. What do I have to do? Do I have to heal them? Like, cure them? Oh, keep your comrades alive. Okay. Oh, we have to... Oh, I see. We have to kill these newlets. Okay. Got it. Yeah, if we destroy the newlets, we break their hull. Okay. Cool. Yeah, there's some fun parts to this fight for sure. There's some fun parts. Wait, right, left scalpel? Okay. Is he gonna switch like really fast? Yeah, he is. That's exactly what he's gonna do. He's gonna go right, left real quick. Nice. Let's go. This guy's half dead. Deal. We'll put a big shield on everyone, probably just in case. Who knows what this guy might do? For safety, sorry. got him. We got him. Cool. Yeah, that was actually a fun fight. That was good. That was very good. Yeah, like the first little boss, the first mini boss is kind of boring. Then the second one started bringing in the healing stuff. And then he had lots of nice stuff. That was actually great. Yeah, that was very fun. What are we waiting for? Let's kill him and have done with it. No, Ansel. Should be Loifa's decision. I mean, we're with a policewoman. Just send him. Let's put him on trial. Power that I have, born of sacrifice. Swore I'd use it only to protect life, not take it. Gildevane will face justice back in his homeland, where he committed his most heinous crimes. I'm sorry, my friends. Lala, this crystal was your mother's, and it rightfully belongs to you. She'd be like, no, you take it. It's yours now. It's already where it belongs, Through your deeds, bring honor to my mother's memory. I'll strive to do the same with my trusty sword and shield. Yeah, she's a tank mage. She's like, I don't want none of this sage business. With your blessing, I hereby take Gildevane into custody. He'll be transported back to Charlian, where he'll be tried by the Forum. While I tend to the necessary arrangements, you should return to Idleshire and have a rest. I'll join you anon. This mercy is more than you deserve, but you will answer for your crimes. Every last one. When I set out from Charlian, I wanted to reclaim my mother's soul crystal, wanted it as a memento to remember her by, but I've come to realize there's no better way to remember her than by the legacy of her deeds in life. She was the gentlest and noblest of women, and one who never flinched in the face of danger when someone was in need of succor. I'll endeavor to do honor to that legacy by rising to the defense of those in need of protection. This includes Loifa and his friends, so in case you worry for them, don't. You should return to Idleshire as well. Gods know you deserve a rest too. Okay, back we go. And get Panheimer! Yup. Whoops. You took your time. Let me guess. You were talking with your superiors and making arrangements to send us back to Charlian as well. We had a long and difficult conversation, I must confess. Though they were pleased that Gildevane would be returning to Charlian, alive no less, they were deeply disappointed to hear that the fugitives escaped, and that, despite my best efforts, I could not pick up their trail again. Good. Good. Be free. Though I don't exactly mistrust the Forum, I do have reason to believe they knew more about Gildevane's activities than they let on. Perhaps they were hoping for a resolution that wouldn't see the sordid details of his experiments brought to light. The goddamn Forum. Now that it's all going to be out in the open and your innocence has been made plain, my superiors will no longer think to pursue you. You're free to begin anew, which is the very least you deserve after all you have suffered. Well now, you're surprisingly reasonable for a mull-headed Charlian. I beg your pardon? A simple thank you would have sufficed. I never asked for my powers, but fate has decreed that I have them. I'll use them as they were intended, and fight for the future of all lives. I'll also seek a cure for the procedure's side effects. And when I succeed, my friends will finally be able to return home, safe in the knowledge that they won't lose control again. Good job, Loifa. Can't thank you enough for coming to our aid. I like that the woman lost her mask, but the guy still has his. Aye, if it weren't for you, we would have been dead or worse. We'd all but given up ourselves and lived only for revenge. You've given us a second chance, we won't waste it. We'll aid Loifa in his research, of course. It'll be as much for his sake as ours. For all his bravado, he can't stand to be alone. What? Aye, we thought that Vieira men prefer solitude, but not our Loifa. Deep down, he's a lonely little boy. Woohoo! Family, indeed. As a little girl, I regarded the sages of Eld with awe. In the tales, all were stern, nigh mythical figures, untouchable in their virtues and ideals. The more I think on it, the more I'm convinced these legends cannot have been so unlike us. No, they're ordinary folk who bore great love for their friends and family, and that love extended to all life. Now more than ever, I see this love in my dear departed mother, and though I still have much and more to learn, ever will I endeavor to do her proud. Ever will I endeavor to do her proud. Thank you, Catkex. I couldn't have learned these lessons or accomplished my mission without you. As our work is done, our time together's over, but I shall linger in Eorzea a while and hope to see more of you and hear your tales. Great! That was a fun quest line. They give you Critical Role Season 2 vibes? You know, I've never actually watched Critical Role. It's definitely on my to-watch list. Ardent desire to protect has shown you the way of the Sage's path. Cool. Panheima. You know we're gonna cast it. Sage, heal thyself. Panheima. Cool. Massive shield for everyone. Badass. It's hit or miss. You preferred Nad. What's Nadpod? I actually don't know what that is. Nadpod. Cool. But that's Panheima. That's pretty badass. Very cool. Very, very cool. Not another D&D podcast. Okay. Cool. Very cool. But yeah, all right. That was great. We got through a bunch of Astro stuff. We got Astro up to 50 today. We got all of the Astro quests up to 50 done. Sage is up to 80 now, actually surpassed my White Mage, and we've all its quests done. Excellent, okay. On top of Samurai being 81, Reaper's 81. Definitely have to knock Reaper up to 82. So what I think we'll actually do, I think we'll pick up MSQ tomorrow. I've been thinking about it, and I think that's what we'll do. So, actually, hang on. I might have D&D tonight. Actually, hang on. Now we're thinking of D&D. We're playing it's the 14th. Okay, no, sorry, it's next week. I've got D&D next week, not tonight. That's cool. So I'll see. I'm gonna work on some stuff tonight, and I might do another mini stream maybe for Pathfinder, but it's probably unlikely because I've got quite a bit of stuff to do. But I'll figure it out, and I will let you know. Well, I mean, I'll be live. I'll come live again. So turn on notifications if I do come back. Probably not, though. Most likely what we'll do is we'll pick things up tomorrow. And I think we'll do a big MSQ push tomorrow. That's what I think we'll do. Big MSQ push tomorrow. So we basically, if you guys don't know, we are currently... we just finished the first dungeon of Endwalker. That's where we are in the MSQ. We literally just finished it, and that's basically all we've done. So we'll pick it up from there, presumably heading almost straight into the third zone, I guess. Whatever that is. Though obviously we have some guesses. But yeah, so we'll pick it up from there and see how it goes. And we'll kind of focus in on that tomorrow. So I'll see you then. Thank you for watching. Oh yeah, we'll do all the MSQ tomorrow. No, we won't do all the MSQ. We'll do a good chunk. We'll do a good push tomorrow. I think it's time. It is time. So yeah, I'll see you then. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Whoop, wrong button. Oh, fuck. This button. There we go.